Gotcha.
La, la.
We can be heard.
Who did the
I assume.
Yoshi?
That was Mitty, I'm assuming.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am.
It sounded so perfect.
It does.
Excuse me, sorry.
Oh
Okay.
wait, no, that's the Jackbox sound. That's the Jackbox sound.
All right, so
That's
now
Yoshi.
our pictures should be ready as well. Our cams are up, so you know.
Oh yes, we're good. Kim, your camera is overlapping birds.
No,
on
I'm
stream.
fixing it. I'm fixing it.
Okay,
Here you go.
you're gonna put yours.
We are
over
brain
your
twins
picture.
to the point
enough
that now
words.
it is
Now
crossing
we're-
over.
Yeah, we're simply one.
Oh my gosh.
We're fusing.
No,
Move
it's
that
literally
over a
one
bit.
standing in front of the other. This is my scene now.
There we go.
So, Mitty, did you ever?
So is that
get
one
in
of
the
those situations like where if
Uh-uh.
we fuse Kim, we have to come up with a name?
Yes.
Like, are
you
we curd?
Ew.
What?
I think Bim sounds more amusing.
I think Bim sounds funnier.
It does. It does. Ed, hi. And
Hello.
Thank you, Alex. And Cassie will be here shortly, everyone. She had a little scheduling conflict, but she will be here as soon as possible. So you just get to hang out with all of us for a bit. And guess what? Mitty's here! Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo!
Finally here.
The group is now complete.
My improv.
Just assume at any time Malthera is flirting, firing, or singing. That she's like, yeah, just go on without me.
we need to have a bingo card for these two. Like, mark
yes.
it off if like Malthera starts flirting and everybody's like,
Mark it
Shazar
off
is
when-
an awkward little bean.
Mark it off when Myra is 500% done with all of you.
yes.
Icy's here.
Icy's here. Icy,
Yeah, the
say
stream
something.
hasn't- yeah, I'm here. Can anybody hear me in the
See?
stream? I'm looking at the stream right now, and it looks like everybody is. Well, we've got a couple people missing on the screen. It looks like
Yeah,
it can't fit everybody. So
Well,
for the dice, you will only see me, Bird, and Treble.
right, but Kim's picture is cut off in half, is what I'm saying, and it
Yeah,
looks like there's more after that, at least on the stream.
Yes, because
So,
I'm
yeah,
I'm doing my
people
best
notice.
to manipulate the Discord window. Like I'm kind of cheating. I can move it over a little bit, but there's really I know it looks awkward, but there's really nothing else there. I promise. I'm not cutting anything off. Of course,
It's just
you
your
haven't
profile
started
picture.
streaming yet. Are you also because you said that you were gonna like stream something, right, Icy?
Perhaps if my screen is showing. If not, then we'll do what we did last time. I can always do my best to post pictures and give us the best idea possible. But yeah, I will stream if possible.
Yep, I should be able to get that to show up on screen. But yes, I mean, when everybody's talking, it's all lighting up for me. I'm lighting up. So I think we're getting everything that we're supposed to be getting. I will frantically try and add MIDI to the slideshow is the only thing. Oh, and I will cue up some music. So talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Yes. Loud and clear, the ice dragon says Amity. in chat.
Yay!
Hi.
Yay, my mascot still stands.
Woot woot.
Goodness. I'm excited for these characters that we have, at least these NPCs that we have grown attached to.
Oh yeah.
Which I know
you
none
just
about.
you just want your lover boy. Be honest.
You know what? You know what? It's fine. If I simp, I simp. It's fine.
It's fine, Yuri. It's fine.
If I remember correctly, Cassie's character, remind me of her name. Was it Myra? The
Malthera.
Genasi?
Not there.
Malthera.
Okay. Malthera also had a couple of connections as well, or at least that's the equivalent
Yeah,
to
I
somebody's
remember.
number, if I remember.
She was heavily flirting up in that bar.
And
Oh, yeah.
somebody reciprocated.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
That's very
So,
dramatic
no.
music to start with. Turn that down.
But yes,
Yeah.
no, I actually, what's really funny is I have my little notes here, and I'm actually show stream. I have the the description of Gerald.
Oh, of course.
I actually
Go
went
ahead and
back.
read that off for those who were. By the way, for those tuning in for this time who missed the last session, just a bit of context. Their characters got to build relationships with certain NPCs. Treble here, whose character is Shahazar, a Goliath, basically a giant woman, got to have a special bond with a certain carpenter who didn't really sell her a bow, just more gave it to her. He also included a little extra gift. If you want to describe him, you can. Treble.
Oh yes. So Gerald, the woodcarver. He is 6'3", bright blue eyes, deep brown hair, possibly some sort of wood elf. He's got pointed ears like an elf, but he's got a brown beard, and his left eye is slashed, but it doesn't appear to be affecting his vision, so he's not really blind.
Right. And yes,
I went back and recorded everything from the last session. I
Yeah,
wrote it
and
all
it's-
down.
It is faint facial hair, so you suspect that maybe he might even have some human heritage or dwarf heritage up in there. But yeah, elves don't typically have facial hair, but he seems to have a little bit himself.
Also, I'm gonna quote the "If I simp, I simp. It's fine." That is, I'm copying that and I am quoting it in my own personal server on Discord.
Yeah. I love how Anna also quoted it, not just by saying you. She wrote, "A wise one once said."
I noticed that.
Yes, I did as well.
That's adorable.
Yes.
And Lanessia agrees. We got a lot of enlightened people in the chat, I see.
Excellent. We have a great crowd so far. Hi, Lanessia.
Yay.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the stream. I realize my cat is making an appearance.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
where?
Ooh.
Sort of down in this
Oh, and I
general
just
area.
heard something.
Yeah.
And you got some fans saying hi to you in the chat.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
So yeah, let's just take a second to actually talk about what's going on here, and hopefully by the time we're done that, Cassie will be able to join us, but if not, we'll just get started. Okay, so what's happening is that we are going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons together. I'm Kim Carter, and you're here on my channel, Ycey Audio, where you can find a variety of ASMR roleplay adventures from the domestic girlfriend to fully immersive interactive adventures. So I hope that you find something here that you like, besides just the fun that we're going to have here tonight, where there is something for everyone and most for all. Why don't we... I don't have the chat up. Who wants to go next?
Not me.
Bird, you're at the top of the round and you always seem to be well
Yeah.
put together. You want to start us off and we go down the list?
Sure. Sure enough. That sounds good to me. Hi, I am Brown Eyed Bird ASMR, Bird for short. You are not on my channel, but my channel is probably mentioned down below.
It is.
I much like Kim, do a wide variety of audios, everything from wholesome, romantic stories to big sister audios to best friend audios, just trying to make your day a little brighter, give you a few more smiles, and also, on occasion, I will get out the controller to play a few games. So, by all means, check out some of my Let's Plays, and check out my channel. Check out the channels of these other lovely people here, and I will pass it on to Mitty if she is ready to go.
Hi, I'm Midnight and I'm scared.
I haven't even seen what I had planned for you all.
Not
Icy,
helping, Icy. Not helping.
When you tell
I-
us that the first thing we need to do before stream is to roll initiative, sir, that's a little freaky.
I did say it was so that I could decide what order to introduce you all, but
I mean, he
Yeah.
did
Yes,
say that.
That was
We should have done it
was
first.
stated.
All right,
But
fine.
that was
If you'd like-
later.
Lesson learned, I will begin it with a fight, so that when I tell
No!
you to roll initiative,
There you go.
I know who to throw into the fire first.
Treble, what have you done?
I rolled the
I'm
highest.
so
too.
sorry.
And you're also
I'm
like the tank, Mitty. But anyway, finish talking about
What?
yourself.
I'm the ranger. I'm not a tank.
You
I'm
said
the
you
tank.
had like 4 attacks. Okay, true. That's true.
I-
That's true. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
because
go
I
ahead.
have more tags. I'm not. I'm a
No,
squid.
no. We all know the gnome is the tank.
There we go.
I did forget.
I mean, I've got an owlbear kill, and I've got a flaming sword of slaying the undead. I'm 2 for
Yes.
2 so far on the kill rate. So
Oh,
Ycey even said it last time: was bar fight sending the gnome.
Just
It's true.
yeet in the gnome.
Shahazar picks up the gnome and just chucks him like a baseball, and
Yeah,
everything
oh, yeah.
goes off with a grenade.
Yes. Anyway,
Berserker
Minnie, do you
mode.
want to finish your introduction?
Hi, I'm Midnight Craze Spell, short aka Mitty, as you all know me. I am an ASM artist, but mostly a Twitch streamer these days, as you can see me do nothing but salt, as Ycey has seen me, yesterday, the day before? I don't know. It was a bad night. But anyway, I'm finally here to play D&D with my fellow GGFE girls, and I'm excited as well as terrified, because improv is not my best suit, but I'm gonna darn tootin' try.
What do you think?
Take it
that-
away, whoever's next.
What do you think that streaming is, though? Streaming is by its nature improv.
Improv.
Just saying.
No,
Exactly.
yeah, but when I stream my games, I act as me. I'm not putting up a
Oh,
front.
okay,
You see
okay,
what you get.
That's fair. That's
Oh,
fair.
you get
Anyway,
what you see.
I can't
honestly.
lie to save my life.
anyway, handing it down to Treble.
Hello! My name is Troublemaker, or Treble for short. You can check out my channel down below. I have created all kinds of ASMR with these lovely ladies. Been doing this about a year. Very close to 700 subs. And I have a very big dice that I shall roll so you know it is my dice tray. The purple is my aesthetic, hence the purple keyboard, the purple mouse, the purple dice tray. So,
The
Cassie
purple
will try to
soul.
fight me, but purple, yes.
Okay. perfect.
And let's hope the dice are on our side tonight. But I am playing my lovely Shahazar, and so we'll see what happens tonight. Maybe she'll get some
Also,
loving.
the color you prefer is like your if to help out the DM for reasons I will mention in a moment if I get the chance to stream, go ahead and name a color that you would say best associates with your character.
Blue.
Green. You want us to type these in like intelligent people?
Go ahead and just say it one more time, but make sure to say your name too.
Okay. Well, Mitty chose blue. Jeebus.
I could choose silver. I could do silver.
Okay,
Mitty,
do silver because
what was
I'll
your
choose
character's
blue.
name? Oh,
Ray-
Raylene. Here we go.
Eileen.
Perfect.
All right, I'll put it in the stream time chat.
Thank you.
Yes, anything purple. Ooh, hold please.
Myra will be green.
And small
Kanara
blue.
would probably be brown.
Why not?
And
We'll wait for Malfair, I bet.
there we go. So are we switching that? We're switching Raylene to silver and Shahazar to blue.
Okay, I
Is that
thought
all right?
Shahazar was going to be purple. Okay, blue.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Treble
Shahazar-
is purple. Shahazar.
I am
it's like
purple.
visuals.
Shahazar, the character, is blue. Like I
For
even
the sake
on
of
D&D
visuals, I'm
Beyond,
going to
her
have
thing
to
is
ask that
blue.
we keep it at Raylene blue and Shahazar purple. Silver is not going to show up very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Or how about black? How about black?
Once again, everything on the edges are black, so it'd be
Frick.
hard to...
All right,
Pick an
well, we'll
actual
just go ahead and
color,
leave
not
it
a
in chat.
pigment.
So go ahead and switch. You can be blue and I'll be purple.
Okay, I just wanted to.
I'm sure
compromise.
Malthera will probably be like a red or an orange.
All my
I would
colors.
assume.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
Hmm.
And one more time, you said that who was going to be purple and who was going to be blue?
Rhinoline is blue.
Okay. I'll just keep Shahazar at purple if that's okay.
Mhm.
And do we want to continue with
Yeah,
the
that's
introduction as well?
Yes, please introduce yourself, Ycey.
Yes.
Oh, I'm the only one who hasn't. My name is Ycey. Ycey Narrates. I narrate stuff, I talk, and people say they like it. It's a very strange career, but it has been an enjoyable one too. For some, I'm glad that people like it. I'll be DMing, so for those of you completely new to D&D, or at least somewhat familiar, quick rundown. Unlike regular board games where there's a rule book that says what you do on each of your turns, D&D is more like where somebody like me is the rule book, although I do have a set of rule books that I have to follow as well. I list a scenario, a setting, and I say, here's your objective, or maybe here's a couple objectives you can pick from. Then players here take their characters and say, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, and I essentially tell them, okay, here's what happens after you do that. If there's something that's out of the ordinary, then we might have to have them roll what's called a ability check, where they roll that 20-sided die, or D20, and determine whether or not it succeeds or fails. If you think that that sounds a bit too much like luck, well, they also have a list of skills that their characters are bad and good at. It adds usually a +1, 2, 3, or a -1 or 2 or 3, representing if they're good or bad at certain skills. Basically making it so that you're more likely to pass or fail on a check, depending on what it is. And then finally, there's something that's very famous in the D&D rulebook called the D20 or the natural 20 or natural 1. If you roll what's called a natural 1, or the 20-sided die lands on the 1, you get it, your character automatically fails, supposedly representing those once-in-a-lifetime chances of bad or extremely bad luck that you can't really control. And then 20 being the exact opposite, automatic success. Long and short of it. But without further ado, did any of you want to say anything else before we begin? Or anything else we wanted to add?
Well, we can't begin. Cassie's not here.
Well, we
True.
could start. Did you
Yeah,
need
we
to know
can
what all of us have
begin.
chosen for our magical items?
I don't really need to know it, but if you want to say it, you can. Oh, better yet. Does anybody want to give me a quick rundown of what happened last time? For those of you who missed the previous session in the audience, you don't really need to see the previous session to understand what's going to go on during this adventure, but still.
I got it. I've been doing this is now number 3 of retelling the story. You want me to do it? Can I do it?
Go for it.
Okay, so we had the lovely Ycey join us, and we got to introduce our characters as they came into this building for Balthazar, and we became our party became employed with Balthazar, the shipping company, and after we got set up, we were given our objective, which was to go get in a boat, be as unassuming as possible, and attract the pirates. So, because of that, it was hilarious to show that Shahazar, the barbarian, had to go down below and be, hidden, whatever. Anyway, we did some light shopping, and during the shopping adventures with NPCs, there were some flirtations that have flown around. Gerald with Shahazar.
Not Gerald.
Such bad timing. Please go away.
Right. Some flirtations. Just
Sorry.
some.
Outside interruption.
Little got it.
Everyone. Yes, Gerald.
It's good.
So Gerald and Shahazar kind of like flirted a little bit. And then Malthera and some other NPCs had some interactions in the tavern. Lots of shopping going on. And then after all that, we boarded a boat, became unassuming, and we attracted the pirates we were so set out to find. What ended up happening was the captain was also a Goliath, same race as Shahazar, and decided to spar with her because he was like, haha, finally a worthy opponent. So the rest of the team got to knock out the little crewmate, baddie, skeleton, whatevers that boarded our boat.
Yes, we are uncertain what they are exactly.
I can't remember, so that's why that's great. So butting heads ended in the captain getting away with very few of his crew, but not before Shahazar got to fire an arrow and call out, "For Gerald!" Screw you! And then we got to come back into port, and it was fabulous. Lovely,
and we got
lovely
and we
session.
got paid.
Yes, and we got paid.
Yes.
With
I
gold.
just got
nicely, too.
paid. Sorry.
They got paid in magic items and in cash. That's why they asked, do you want to know what magic items we picked? Balthazar gave them options.
And what was
Now-
the amount of gold?
I didn't get the gold.
I would ask them that.
Oh, no. You son of a...
I'm trying to
fair
scroll back. Because I don't.
I just want to make sure that I put it in. I think I did.
Ah. Technical difficulties.
I mean, we'll put it this way. I
Scrolling,
did
scrolling.
have a DM one time that I wasn't there for the thing.
We each
Right.
got 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
I think I put
Okay.
that in.
This
All
one
right.
was a lot. This one was a lot more than that.
I'm even richer. Oh.
Hold, please. I'm scrolling back.
Like right
Yeah,
now,
one of
I
them
have
was very low.
115. So I'm like, did we get 100 and that's what I put in? Because I don't remember. Or did I like forget to put in what we got?
I don't remember. I think
If you
I went
forgot to
ahead
put
and
in,
at
this
least.
is going to be awkward.
Very. I'm fine with 50.
I will write that into the story, though, if you suddenly don't have your money. And it will make a lot of sense.
I don't
additional money, I'll
remember.
Well, how much money do
Well,
you guys
yeah.
have?
You
Fine.
woke up and there was a
I
poem
have
in your head.
105.
Okay,
I
so
have
see, this
105
is sounding
I'm at
right.
gold,
two-
5 silver,
I'm
and
at
and 30
240,
copper.
but I also did not buy anything last time we went
Right.
shopping.
Okay, so I think
Right.
we're good. I think we got whatever money we got, and I don't know if Raylene gets any of that since she wasn't on the job, but she's here now. That's the important thing.
Indeed.
I just say I love how Remor's Jewel points out in the chat. Can't wait to see the chaos that happens tonight.
Too late.
Me being dramatic.
Oh, yes.
Gerald!
Chaos is already occurring, currently
Yes.
happening.
Yes.
Would it be a GGF D&D stream if there were no chaos?
Exactly.
I mean,
let's
This is
be
kind of
if
what
you
we
think about
do.
it this way, if you think about it this way, you guys won a bunch of money after doing a very difficult job. Woke up one morning, several of you with heads pounding, the other ones probably with lampshades over your heads in the middle of a field, wondering where'd all our money go and who is this person that's wearing my clothes all of a sudden. And then you realize you're looking at yourself in the reflection like, oh man, I really must be that gone.
Of the Elysium.
I see you, Sarah Kate. But I'm not saying that.
Wait, okay. I found it.
Number?
Okay, I got a cloak of protection. That's what I have to add to my inventory. I don't think I did that.
I took the
Oh.
Lantern of Revealing. Does that come with oil, by the way, or do I have to buy it?
Yeah, it comes with
Yay.
oil. You can always buy more oil.
Yes, I figured.
Ah, cloak of protection. Add.
There you go.
Nice.
I've added it to my inventory, so now I have it.
Sweet. That's a very nice one. Increases both your AC and your saving throws by 1.
Yes. So I went ahead and added that to my stuff.
Kanara
Yes.
got the bag of tricks, and I was assuming it's just the bag of tricks, not like the gray, the rust, or anything like that.
Well, if you want, let me just go ahead and check which one it is real quick.
Okay.
'Cause, you're thinking it might be the gray one, not the rust or the tan?
I I just put bag of tricks. I wasn't sure which one. That's why I was asking.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'll let you pick real quick because he does actually have all 3 available.
Oh. Well, I think I'm gonna go with the rust bag of tricks, honestly.
All right. You picked the rust bag of tricks. And for those of you wondering what the bag of tricks does, she pulls something out of it that might help her. Something with 4 legs. I'll let us find out if she uses it.
Oh my god, pull Cardi Bear out of there.
Activate!
Sorry.
Oh,
For those of
jeez.
you who have the bingo cards, mark down snort.
Yes. Does somebody have the bingo card link?
I think it's in the.
It's pinned over on the other thingy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you know
I
I
got a
need
scroll.
you know I need things thrown directly at me.
All right.
Well,
what
I'm
is-
just saying where it's
Wait, that's the
where it's
download
located.
link.
I got it.
You
Haha.
got it.
Found it before anybody else did.
Beautiful.
And then I put it in the wrong window.
Woot
Here we
woot.
go. If anybody wants to play our very silly little bingo card, there's absolutely no prize whatsoever, but we are ridiculous. Also, if anybody wants to donate anything tonight, there's our Streamlabs link, because that actually sends more money to us than if you super chat. But I understand if you would prefer to super chat. It's just that YouTube takes a bigger cut. And so we don't have to interrupt play later. Does anybody have the link for Cassie? Can somebody get me that real quick? Cassie is currently
I'll
in the
look that up
process
for
of
you.
kind of starting a new chapter of her life where she is going to be moving to a different state and moving in with her girlfriend. So she has a GoFundMe going. So once somebody grabs me the link, I'll put that in chat too, just in case anybody is feeling generous. Absolutely no obligation at all for any of that. We are simply happy that you're here. In fact, we're thrilled that you're here. Yay, people!
Lots and lots of people.
I know.
Okay, I got
Solid
it.
crew.
I got it.
Okay, can you put that in,
Whole
in there?
bag.
Or do I have to?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Because
And
I'm a whatchamahooey moderator.
yes. And then we will go ahead and get started, and hopefully Cassie will be able to join us ASAP.
Here,
Get here soon.
I think.
Did she
Does that
say-
do the thing? Because it wanted me to sign in to GoFundMe instead
Hang on,
of.
I'll click on it and see. Yeah, no, it wants you to sign in. Oh wait,
Alright.
hang on. She's got it in her like thingamahoozy, her status. Oh, I can't copy it though.
The technical.
You can?
No,
Wait,
it's-
there we go. I got it.
You got it? Okay, because it's still wanting me to sign in. I can't get the thing to do. Can't get the thing to do the thing. You know,
Thing to do
so
the thing.
eloquent with my words tonight.
There we go.
What are words?
Yeah,
But
Nice.
music.
so I'm gonna take my
There we-
message
there we go.
down.
That link seems to be working.
There we
Peace.
go.
So yeah,
Excellent.
that's helping out Cassie.
Yes.
She's
Friends
a
fabulous
supporting
person.
friends.
Yes.
Okay, and with that, I think we let's put our unofficial shenanigans on hold so we may begin the official shenanigans.
Oh dear. There we
Yes. Let Ycey go ahead and tell us all about our new adventure.
It is critical that Malthera be here, since I
Oh.
do need to introduce her character.
go. Mm.
Oh, poop.
Like I
But,
said,
I
I'm
mean,
just
can-
getting straight into it.
I mean, can you like introduce her and just like say she's off doing something else for a minute?
Yeah. Remember, she's
know what?
either flirting, firing, or singing.
You know what? I can.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Bet. Do it.
And just out of curiosity, Myra, you are a gnome, correct? Let me just look.
Nope, I am
Myra
human.
is a human. That's right.
Kanara's the gnome.
Kanara's the gnome. Right?
Kanara is the gnome indeed.
Good to know. Gnome indeed. There is one last thing I just needed to set up real quick, and then we can jump right into it. And
You gonna start streaming?
just
And
might. If it works, let's just see if it does.
Oh, should I stream on Twitch? Nah, it's fine here. Copyrighted.
The Jeopardy theme music is already going. I love it.
Can't even
You
sing the
say
whole thing.
copyright. I'm like, let's see what they do. Go ahead. Just go ahead and see what they do.
No,
okay?
say that when it's your
Copyright
channel, man, not mine.
Fine. We'll do it on my channel next time.
Yes.
I'll do it on mine. just
Collab
for
on
you.
Ycey's channel?
Woohoo!
I would be down for that.
Yes.
There we go. Let's just take a look at this. I believe. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that everybody here is ready.
Tell it to my
And do we have any adventurous music going right now?
We do indeed.
Excellent. As I can't quite hear it on my end, but
No, you
It-
won't. It will come through just the stream. Sorry.
no
Sadly.
problem.
Aw.
It's very good, though.
It is.
You'll see why in a second why I couldn't exactly start without her, but why I'm going to make do. We are. Let me just see real quick. All right. So to give you a little bit of a background about this place, this does not take place in the same region that you previously were in.
Uh-oh.
That region was down to the south, called Aldur. You're heading up north a little bit, into a place that is split between two different nations, the names of which we can get to another time. But as the company continues on, one of whom, a dear Shahrazar, holds on to the bracelet that was given to her by a dear man or a dear elf, Gerald, down in Aldur. Somebody who may just meet her along the way again. But as the company travels on, you just give me 1 minute while I finalize this thing on the map, and then I can stream it and better yet, show you. Is everybody okay in there?
Everything's fine.
We're fine.
Are you sure? It sounds like somebody's getting punched in the gut or stepping on a Lego every time it goes silent.
What?
Don't question it.
Like somebody's taking 1d4 Lego damage every second, just like.
1d4 Lego damage.
As if that wouldn't be damaging.
Yeah.
Damages my soul.
Exactly.
Oh, dear Jesus.
We have Cassie coming in just a moment, so we can get her all settled and introduced and everything.
I think
There
There she is.
it's a Cassie.
Barely.
Last.
Only 30 minutes late. It's fine.
It was
30
supposed to only be
minutes?
15 minutes late. And but the fact that I'm later is actually potentially good news, because the reason I was late is because the house that I'm living in and the streaming from, we're actually trying to sell. So what happened was my aunt, not realizing how much it would mess with my schedule, scheduled a house showing to start at the same time as the stream. So the fact that it took longer than 15 minutes is actually good news, because people taking longer with that kind of thing usually means they're more likely to be interested. So fingers
Ooh.
crossed.
Hey.
And as somebody who is joining that lovely world of house buying and mortgages and stuff, I can confirm that that is a good thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
while I was at the store, so that I wasn't in the house while that was happening, I grabbed myself caffeine. So this is going to be a fun session.
Yes.
All right.
Excellent. Well, I'm ready when you all are. I know that most of you are. Just making sure that our newest member is also settled in, ready to go.
Let me actually open D&D Beyond, because I
problem.
packed my dice like a smart person who knew that I was going to be streaming D&D.
Good job.
Yay!
While you're doing that, I'll just go ahead and get this scene set up now that I'm ready
Yeah,
as
go
well.
ahead.
Let's do it.
Let me see if I can share my screen. If so,
Oh no, Kim, you may need to adjust this.
share it in a second. So yes, let's cut away from the main group and let's cut away to a certain high elf who's named a certain high elf, garbed in blue, etched in silver, with eyes like twinkling stars. She follows her convoy along a road through a countryside known as Virea, over to a city called Crossgal. Crossgal has recently suffered a terrible siege and is now rebuilding itself, so the supplies she carries are building supplies. Moving away, back to our company with Shahrazar Malthera, who's recently awoken from a terrible night of partying, but thankfully from some amazing sleep, and Myra and Kanara, keeping an ever-vigilant eye out, while Shahrazar carefully keeps... carefully keeps the braid on her, the wristband ever so close to her, and a memory even closer. Along the way, as you walk down this road, you hear a very high-pitched scream, one which I'm not going to imitate because there's no way I could possibly hit those notes, even if I punch myself in the TV. But something on the road is clearly in trouble. And off the road they go, quickly moving forward until they finally see it up in front of them. Bandits are attacking the caravan. Rylene, a high elf with two swords, with two weapons out, quickly taken to her feet and defending the civilians who are with her group, while unfortunately the guards around her are cut down. Rylene, here. Rylene, one of the as Rylene is quickly trying to help somebody out of the covered wagon next to her, a angry old dwarf right now who just goes by the name of Grog, a half dwarf, half man that you can guess is one or the two or the other. Either way, what you do know is that his voice is quite raspy. Like he spends all his free time just screaming into a jar. He goes, "What's going on? What's going on?" And
the real origin of grog, the drink.
probably his weapon of choice too, just bashing somebody over the head of that.
I can't drink!
And
I'm trying to drink my water and I can't!
As Rylene is trying to help this dwarf out of the cart, a bandit with a sword in hand, comes running at her. Rylene, go ahead and roll to attack. While she's doing that, the company from before splits up, and Rylene, in the trees, with her keen elven vision, notices some movement going around. From the south, we hear a loud Goliath war cry, "What's up, suckers?" And in rushes Shahazar, great axe in hand, with a flaming Ganassi next to her, no pun intended. Wait a minute. No, it was a burning hot Ganassi. Boy,
I mean, flaming kind of also works because it's queer lingo for someone who's really obviously queer.
I thought she was just both ways.
So both work. This flaming, burning Genasi.
A flaming, burning hot Genasi with too many jokes to throw out at one time alongside her. And up in the trees, up on a small little cliff, rustling through the bushes is the nimble feet of a certain gnome. The party knows her as Kanara. And on the other side, we see somebody else, a rogue human, Myra. Ladies and gents, first off, Rylene, what did you roll?
Is this gonna be close range or long range? Because I only had longbow and
now showing my screen. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Uno momento. Yes. All right, where am I in the map?
All right, so Rylene, this is why I had you all colored. The people outlined in teal are going to be civilians. Anybody who's lying on the ground is incapacitated. People who are standing up, not outlined in teal, are the bad guys. You are right here.
All right, so it looks like it's longer than 5 feet.
Yeah, he's about 5 feet away.
All right, so I'm using my quarterstaff then. Let's see.
And for movement, just tell me left, right, up, down, and how many spaces each.
Yeah, so
each
left.
Space 5 feet. So.
All right.
Left
so
one.
Yeah, the bandit on the left. I got a 14.
Okay, so 14 in total, correct?
Yes.
All right, that hits. Roll for damage.
All right.
While she's rolling for damage, Shahazar is going to quickly cut down to you. So I'm going to say that with the rules of combat here, you actually caught them by surprise. So you actually get a free attack here before the actual rules of combat begin. Shahazar, actually, you know what? I will go in the order of combat. I apologize. Rylene, so what did you roll for damage?
I got a 7.
Excellent. All right, so that's your action, attacking, and swipe your weapon across him. Does actually hit, takes off a good portion of his armor. He's still standing. Do you have a bonus action?
I actually have, what was it? I actually have a second attack.
Sweet.
So yeah, so I get a hit for twice.
Y'all will see the map eventually. Kim has to get back to her computer. So
Kim
just
is
be
busy
patient with us, guys.
IRL. Yes.
Yeah, when she
back.
zooms in on the map, there's really not
Oh,
much to see there.
perfect.
All right, let me get.
So you can-
Keep
The
your
They're all
return of the
images on
Kim.
screen.
Okay. One second. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons again. No problem. I got this.
It's okay. Ycey just gave us all a fabulous introduction. We're hopping right into some combat.
Yep,
You're
I
good.
actually was listening from upstairs.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
It would be
So
perceived
I think I caught most
we
of
go.
that. Let me
So
just.
you heard me miss the perfect segue into the thing I asked if I could talk about on the stream.
Oh no,
Oh.
that I missed. That I missed.
Yeah, we
Okay.
already mentioned your GoFundMe, Cassie. We mentioned that.
Oh,
We're waiting on you to get
Thank
here.
you.
We
Uh,
posted the link in chat already for you.
Here, let me get rid of
Awesome.
the
Thank you
slideshow.
so much. But yeah, talking about the house getting sold would have been a perfect segue into, by the way, I need to move. Here's my GoFundMe for moving money.
Or moving money.
Okay, let's make
Dude,
this
a U-Haul,
bigger.
just the U-Haul
Hang on.
is going to cost the whole GoFundMe amount.
Oof.
Like, I
Oof.
chose that amount because it's the cost of the U-Haul.
Goodness gracious.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
1 second. Thanks for your patience, everybody, while I get this set up. Oh no! Where'd my other things go? There they are. Okay. Sorry.
I ate them.
Technical difficulties.
Rude. Do not eat the
It's
things.
been a while. It's been a while for us doing this thing, but you know what?
But we're
You guys are
here.
incredibly patient, and seriously,
Ah.
you know, we've got this figured out. So don't even worry about it. You guys,
You know what the amazing part about being an ASM artist or an audio person is? Our job is purely narrative. We just let people
Precisely.
imagine. So let me go ahead and describe this scene for everybody. You got a
They-
covered wagon on. Let's just put ourselves in Rylin's position real quick. What she sees on our right, she's got a covered wagon with that dwarf Grog crankily, rumpily getting out as if he's just been woken up for a test and not had his morning breakfast. While a bandit comes at her from the front, she slashed him with her first weapon and is about to go in for the second one. And suddenly, more people have arrived from behind, where more bad guys are. And I heard somebody call my name. What was that?
Nope.
You're
I
good.
didn't say anything.
But they should be able to see it now. Once I've moved
Excellent.
everything around, it's not huge,
yes.
but it's there, and you got the three of us with dice trays as well.
Well, I apologize for everybody in the chat. But yes, this little blue block thing, this is supposed to be Rylin. All right, so what was your second attack?
Alright, so I rolled a 12 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Yes.
Roll for damage.
And I got a 4.
Okay, so your first one was a 7 and a 4 in total. Perfect. Is there a special way you want to finish this enemy off?
Alright, so I swack this guy right across the head, and then quickly kneel down and then swipe him right off his feet. Put the end of the quarterstaff onto his throat. Said, "You picked a bad day to piss me off," and then just knocked them out.
Okay, so you didn't kill him, you just knocked him out?
Yeah, Riley's not a fan of killing if she can help it.
Gotcha.
Oh,
All right,
she's
then.
not gonna like Malthera then.
Moving down the line.
Or Shahazar.
Shahazar, this purple block is you. And Malthera, I will admit, before you arrived, I almost had her just begin this trip after tripping on something, hitting a rock, and passing out. And the rest of the group was continuing on.
Oh, we were denied! We were
Please.
denied!
We were denied the chaos.
Oh well.
I mean, she would totally try to seduce enemies if combat wasn't already happening. But since this is already combat happening, it's just firebolt time.
Yes.
Right then. So Shahazar, you are now
Alrighty.
right here. There's actually a bandit on your right.
Oh yeah, she's taking her warhammer and like switching up her batting placement and swinging with that bad boy, two-handed.
And roll to attack.
Why?
Oh god.
That's a 10.
Wise. So 10. Unfortunately, 10 total or 10 for the roll?
10 total. I rolled a 4.
Well, thank goodness you didn't roll a 1. For those listening in the chat, if you roll a nat 1 on the attack, your weapon actually flies out of your hand. And I rolled to see how far away from it went.
I catch
It was a
it.
4. It was a
If there
4.
happens to be an ally or somebody else where that weapon was flung to, they might just take damage from the weapon hitting them.
Dear.
Oh
As you can
no.
imagine. It's happened before in previous campaigns. We're about to see some salty comments in the chat, I'm betting. Anyway,
Mhm.
so Shahrazad, that first attack does not hit. Do you have a bonus action you can do?
Rage time.
All right.
And it's going to
she's
be a
rage.
frenzy. No. Yeah, frenzy rage.
Frenzy rage. Okay, so she
So
gets
I can
to
have that extra melee
I'm gonna-
attack.
As a DM, I'm actually just going to rule ahead of time that you had probably already started raging the moment you went into combat. So since you do have that bonus attack while Berserker raging, you want to do a second attack?
Yes? Is that even a question?
Do it.
I'm asking it, so it,
Fair.
Okay, so
Question is it a good
that
question?
is a 15 to hit.
that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right. Let me see. What was this? It's 1d10. Where is my d10? That
Oh,
is
don't you worry, Ashley. The puns are coming.
9 points of damage.
All
Total.
right. So yeah, this wood elf girl sees you swinging, dodges the first one, tries to dodge the second one without expecting it there, and it clearly caps her right somewhere on the arm, somewhere on the side. Definitely hurts her, but she's still going.
Okay.
Now, moving down the line, we've got Kanara sneaking up here on a cliff. This cliff, by the way, is about a 15-foot drop. Actually,
Oh.
yeah, it's about a 15-foot drop. You can climb down from it, and your climbing speed is half your movement. So if it's a little more than half, we could just do either a acrobatics or athletics check to get down, or you can just take the long way around. But the good news is, nobody can get you up there unless they have a ranged weapon or are willing to climb.
Okay. So it's a 15-foot climb down, and like, what is, in general, what is the, let's see, hang on. Try and figure this out. Okay, so everybody in blue is a good
Civilian.
person, right? A civilian, okay. So I don't want to use that spell. Definitely don't want to use that spell. You know what? I think I am going to, I don't know, can I use Entangle to try and snag these two? Can I do two? In the area where I cast the spell. So they're fairly close together. I might be able to get these two guys entangled, yeah?
It's the area.
It's a 20-foot square starting from a point within range.
Does it say everybody in that square has to roll whatever the saving throw is?
It says a creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Okay, you want to try that?
Can I do it on both or just the one in this first square closest to the two ladies?
If just however the range limit is, if you can only do it right here, yeah, you can try it. If it's a 20-foot, we got to do the whole 20-foot cube. Each one of these squares, by the way, just as a reminder, represents 5 feet. So if it says 20 feet, it's 4 squares like this, or 4 squares like that.
So poor guy in the blue would be entangled as well.
If he fails his check, yeah.
All right.
What you see
Just
right
tell
here
yourself he's into it or something.
what you see right here are two ladies backed up in a corner by this knife-wielding fellow, while this one is actually, with this civilian right here in blue that you mentioned, is actually trying to hold off the other two guys from harming the two ladies.
All right.
The two ladies are probably in their maybe 20s, 30s. The boy here is very young. Like, he's got to be at least 16 or 17, so probably trying to show some backbone for, this kind of situation.
No, sweet BB.
Don't start that again.
Well, you know
Kanara's
what? I'm
enjoying
gonna-
the view up here while she decides which spell to do, and then looks at the battlefield and is, oh shoot, it's time.
Yeah, the range is 90 feet, so I'm well within range. So I'm
Yep.
going to go ahead and cast Entangle just to, get some things, and then I can always do something for the one guy if necessary if he gets tangled too. But I'm going to go ahead and cast Entangle.
Okay. In this area, in the area that includes the 2 bad guys and the 1 civilian guy?
Yes, the 2 bad guys and the 1 civilian.
Okay. What's your saving throw? What's the spell
Saving throw is a Strength 14.
Okay. In that case, so yeah, I will roll for this guy and the 2 bad guys here. First one.
Okay.
Said it was a 14?
Yes.
Okay, 14 strength saving throw. And then second one. And third. Okay. As this is all happening, you see that first guy right in front of you with let me just see real quick. Which one? Now, this first guy right here who's threatening the 2 ladies right now, he actually does see the vines pop up and he starts cutting the vines off. The boy here manages to succeed as well. This guy who's next to the boy fails his check and he is now restrained by the vines.
Okay.
And do you have a bonus
Well,
action that you can do, Kanara?
I do not. No, I do not have a bonus action.
But you can
Okay.
Not
also
from where I'm at. No.
but you can also move, right?
Yes,
You
I
can
can move, but I think I'm gonna stay right where I am at least for the time being.
I mean, unless somebody's got a ranged weapon, which, according to my notes, you do see that this bandit right here with the red hair and this one up here have ranged weapons. Most everybody else just
Mhm.
has knives, potential throwing weapons, or just melee weapons, really.
Okay. But for right
It's
now, I'm
not
just gonna
very simple, it's a little
stay. I'm
red
just gonna stay right where I am.
Well, Malthera, it is now your turn.
Malthera is a ranged weapon.
Get him.
Won't it?
I apologize for the stream because a lot of what I just said is going to be delayed. So you are going to be seeing, you're going to hear me talk and then see things move later on. So I'll remember that when I'm explaining things later on.
It shouldn't
All
be
right.
too
My
far out of
apologies,
sync for
Malthera.
the viewers. Like we
It's gonna be in sync for the viewers.
Yeah, it'll be in
as
sync
you're
for the
talking,
viewers.
Oh, thank goodness.
but it's out of sync for what you're doing here on Discord
So if
versus
you
on stream.
right,
No
so
problem,
if you're
no problem.
watching the stream, it'll look behind to you, but
Right.
it'll be in sync for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and do Malthera's turn now.
Okay, let me just double check the range on the firebolt, because that is what I'm gonna do. You know this by now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
120 feet.
Yeah, you're good.
You're definitely in range of everything here.
So you could probably
I'll
hit
just zoom out a
the
little
redheaded girl as well as the buddy behind him.
You're going to hit these 2. This lady and this guy, right?
I actually... Malthera has some very strong morals about protecting people and keeping people happy, so she would actually probably aim for one of the ones that's right next to a civilian right now, just trying to protect the civilians first, worry about herself later.
Okay.
Nah,
So
Shahazar's got this bandit covered. Go
the-
ahead, shoot, baby.
So, like, maybe the guy who escaped the vine
This guy?
spell, who's fighting the vine spell, yeah,
Right.
gonna try to
So,
hit him.
Okay. Do not roll a nat 1. Magic spells can also affect you too, because nat 1, we choose a different target, basically.
No, Malthera's dress catches on fire.
Oh, gosh.
Oh God.
No.
But, whatever.
It wasn't in that one! It wasn't in
take
that one!
It was a
But
3
this
is
a
what she
ranged spell
rolled.
attack you're doing, correct?
Yeah, I was aiming for the bandit that has the 2 ladies up against the cliff.
What spell are you doing against him?
Firebolt.
So you rolled to attack. What was the number?
So I rolled a 3, but I have a +5, so it ended up being 8.
Perfect. Fortunately, he must really be getting on his toes right now. He just barely almost got whipped by vines, and then a firebolt goes right past his face. He manages to not really need to dodge. He just moves his knife out of the way, and it goes right past him, fortunately not scathing the ladies either. And that does not hit. Do you have a bonus?
Does he shit his pants, though?
Cassie!
If anything, he looks more annoyed. You can probably see that anime plus sign appear.
Also,
on his
Cassie,
shoulder.
language.
Language!
Sorry. Does he poop his pants?
Cassie! Moving
Poop
on!
is a perfectly acceptable word.
Anyway,
Trousers do not defecate with the unsavory stench of fecal matter.
Why has this sentence been
that's a fancy way of putting it.
has been uttered on my stream? Why?
Because
Anyway,
you decided that the S word wasn't allowed. We had to find alternatives.
you could have moved that along and you didn't. Anyway,
We all got a good laugh out of it, though. Anyway.
He would poopy in his pants, mommy.
oh my God, Bird! I'm going to end you. I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at you.
The enemy's just looking at us like we're just talking about this.
Just here for the ride.
Oh dear Jeebus.
God. Okay.
Anyway,
Moving
so
on.
Malthera on brand misses with the firebolt, but the guy noticed. He noticed.
So, did you say you had a bonus action?
I do not.
Then moving on down the chart, we've got it's a surprise turn, so not the bandits. It is Myra's turn now. So Myra, you are the green block over here.
Am I-
And yeah, you are also on a bit of a cliff. This one's a little bit lower, about a 10-foot drop.
Okay.
Mine scratched
off
up. That
the
is also
cliff?
15. I just looked.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna fire my my short bow right at that one that's like kind of directly in front of me next to the cart.
This guy.
Yes, that guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay.
Do a ranged attack.
Do.
Do 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 do. Sorry.
Okay, 13
Please.
plus 1, 14.
Woohoo!
That hits him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, damage is 1d6 plus 1. Okay. Actually, I want to roll this one. 4.
All right. So that hits. And do you have any other bonus actions that you can do?
I mean, I could, but nothing I think that's going to be terribly useful, so I'm going to stay where
No problem. Then, so now it is now the order of combat. We are going to have Rylene going first, then Shahazar, followed by Kanara, then Malthera, then the bandits are going to go, then Myra. And I'll just let you know when it's your turn along the way. So starting
Alright.
with Rylene.
Alright, so I see that there are people coming over to help. And I notice that there are some that are close to the civilians, also as close as me.
Yes.
But do I also see the bandits on the other side of the wagon? Do I notice where they all are?
You see this lady. You don't know this guy's over here, but you can hear footsteps. You imagine that there's more people over here.
All right. So, I'm actually gonna go 3 to the right, then 3 up to go deal with that dude
We
over
actually
there.
allow you to move diagonally as well.
Oh,
So-
you can go diagonally too. All right, so that
1,
helps.
2. Let's go 3 that way. So diagonal. So 2 to the right, and then 1 diagonal upright.
Right.
And then, so yeah, I count diagonal as being in combat as well. So right here, you are in combat with this guy right here.
All right, so I'm gonna go and attack him first.
Okay.
Wait,
If you were
can I
right
also do
here,
a
you'd be
shadow
in
too?
combat with both. Do you want to do that, or just stay right here?
they're right there because I don't want to get in between those two, be in range.
Smart move.
Yeah, because I know that they're both melees. I'm still squishy. And I'm gonna use my quarterstaff for this. So, and 15.
That hits. And go
Nice.
ahead and roll for damage. Now I'm curious, are you wielding the quarterstaff with 1 hand or 2?
2.
Okay, perfect.
Make sure you
weapons-
click the smaller of the two then.
Oh, the
'Cause
smaller?
the smaller damage clickable thing is your two-handed fighting. So, like, for example, I've got a Warhammer,
Oh.
so it's 1d8 plus 3 if I'm one-handed, or two-handed is 1d10 plus 3. More damage if you are using 2 hands as opposed to just 1.
I am using 2 hands, so wouldn't it be bigger since it's more force?
Yeah, so underneath, so there should be 2 damage options.
Go ahead and just roll 1d8 for damage with 2 hands.
Alright. 1d8. 1d. She did. Oh no. I'm like, ah.
Oh,
There's
you rolled it
1d8.
twice.
Well, I rolled a 4 earlier, if that counts for anything.
Yeah, it does.
We'll just go with that one. It's the first one I rolled.
Right, perfect.
Then I think I go for second attack.
Yeah, going in for that second attack there. Nice.
Got a dirty 20.
Oh, man.
And the smaller one for one-handed, was it?
Yeah, so it'll be more, so like a D8 to like a D10 or a D12, depending.
Well, I'm using both hands, so the bigger of the two.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. Yeah, got me confused earlier. 11 damage.
Perfect.
Wait, what's the other one? Is it like a D6?
It's a D6 plus 3. The other one is D8 plus 3.
Yeah, so you're using two-handed already.
All right, gosh, I was getting so confuddled.
You're good. You're good. I forget I'm beefier. I'm a barbarian. I used a hammer.
Lol. All right.
Now, I'm curious, how are you getting the second attack in? Are you, what's your class again?
I'm a ranger. So it says I have actions per attacks per action is 2. It says for me.
Okay. What level are you?
Level 5.
Oh, technically so do I.
Yeah. If you're all level 5, then yeah, you have 2 attacks per action. Yeah. It's called two
I'll
attacks
check
per
your
attack.
stats, please.
Wait, we do? All of us?
Yes.
Oh my god.
If you look on D&D Beyond and you click on attack, for your actions, attacks per action is 2. So
Oh, mine still says 1.
Oh,
Hold on. Make sure
Oh.
I'm leveled up. No, mine still says 1.
Okay. It might just be because like Midi and I are rangers and barbarians and we get whatever. So I'll technically get 3 hits because I'm in a rage. So frenzy. Frenzy
And I have
rage. I get 3
Colossus.
attacks.
And I have Colossus Slayer, so I can attack one more time
Yes.
if their health is below their maximum HP. Yes.
If they've been damaged, yeah.
Yes. It was a D8.
Good. I'm glad that you looked at the number of attacks. That would have. That's going to
that
make
would have
this a lot
helped
more.
earlier. I could have killed the lady.
I wanted to make sure I did things right and not, flub this up for everyone. And I got a 4.
Neat.
I
Okay.
had to use the actual dice for that one. So it's, what was it, 4, 11, and 4. So, oh gosh.
You
19?
attack 3 times? 4, 11, and 4?
19 damage.
What were your
No,
attack
because you
rolls,
didn't.
though?
You didn't roll a second. You didn't roll a second attack roll, dear.
I did. It was a 20.
Oh!
Oh, yes.
It was a dirty
That-
20.
She did 15, 20. You need a third if you're going to attack a third time.
No,
if we're
it's
gonna
the
count it.
No, the Colossus is once per turn. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its HP maximum.
Okay, so
So I don't think you have to
that
roll for that.
11,
Do I have to?
it added your modifier, so it would just be 8, not 11.
No, I'm just confuddled. Okay, then.
Well, if it is, even if it was just your second attack that was 11, I would say, yeah, he is down for the count. You just going to bash him over the head, or you have a fancy way of downing him?
Just quickly knock him out, and if I can, yell back to the party, "You guys hurry up and save the civilians! I'll take care of those in the back!"
You probably have enough time to say that. Now,
Yeah.
rounds of combat like what we're doing, they technically happen all at the same time and all within about 6 seconds. So for me, talking doesn't count as an action, but you got to say enough to fit in like 6 seconds, Yeah.
If you could do it in a vine, you can do it in a round of combat.
Yeah.
But,
Yes,
yeah.
everybody remembers
Yeah.
when Vine was a thing. Rest in
Oh
peace.
my lord.
I think Vine
You
is
can
in the
do it in
same
a vine, you
situation
can
as
do it in
this
a round of
motion
combat. I love it. Free Shabakadoo!
Raiden, do you by chance have a bonus action?
No, I do not.
Okay.
There's nothing I need to.
Well, did you want to move? You only moved, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. You can still move 2 more if you wanted.
I'll probably stay where I am.
Right.
For now.
In that case, let's go ahead and switch over to the next turn, which is Shahazar, our glorious Goliath, who's now coming back for another swing. Adrenaline pumping, rage burning. What is your next move, Shahazar?
Warhammer. I'm gonna finish this lady off.
Roll.
That is a 16 to hit. No, wait, 17 to hit. Sorry, I can count.
No problem. You hit either way.
Perfect.
Now roll for damage.
All right, that is a D10. That's a 3 plus 3 is 6.
Okay, so 6 hit points on this lady right here.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, you smacked her again. She is just barely holding on to a little bit of life left. You feel like even the slightest amount of damage is going to probably bring her down.
I'm going to smack her again with my Warhammer because I have 2 attacks.
All right, roll to
So
attack.
I'm going to attack again.
And you have a
That's another
bonus.
17.
Okay.
I landed on 11 again.
Well, I'm not going to have you roll for damage because at minimum, you would definitely down her. Are you going to finish her off in a certain way?
She is going to take her hammer and knock her and bash her, probably with enough force to knock her to the cliff to where she crumbles to the ground.
Phew.
She is the baseball bat barbarian after all.
Okay, so this one is down. So that was your second attack. You do have a bonus action that you can use since you're raging
Can I
as a
use
berserker.
my movement and then use the bonus action to attack that guy that's right there in front of me?
You want to move up to here and attack him?
Yep.
Okay,
my
yeah,
bonus
roll
action.
ahead and attack. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Oh dear Jeebus. Hold please. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh my goodness.
I rolled an
Dang.
18 and it's a +6.
Do you want to know if
Yes.
it hits? Do you really want to know?
I'm pretty sure I know
Is
it
there any
hits.
question
Does
about
a
it? Do you
26
want to
hit?
It's a 20. Actually, it's a 24.
24 hit.
know? It may come as a shock to no one, but
Okay.
go ahead and roll for damage. We just want to know how
That
hard
is-
this hits.
That is full damage. That is a full 13 points of damage to this guy.
Nice.
Okay. How do you want to finish this guy off?
Yes. So she's gonna take her warhammer and with one like strong hit, she's gonna kind of play whack-a-mole with him and bash his head, and you just
Yeah.
hear the crunch of his skull as he is now dead.
Ugh.
And then
Well,
can I
no
use the
wonder-
rest of my movement to make my way even closer? She's like, she'll call to Malther and be like, I'm on my way.
You want to make it?
I
See,
want to make
Malthera's
it as
right
close
here.
as I can with my remaining movement towards
Wait.
the other bandits.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Want to move
Perfect.
right here in the middle of both of them, or just right here to be in combat with just one?
We can put me in both because I'm strong and lethal.
Tanky, and you're currently resistant to all the main damage types at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, while raging. Alrighty.
I think so.
So yeah, that's your 3 attacks, and yeah, you've moved. So now is Kanara's turn up here.
Okay. I would like very much to go after the guy who is not tangled up in my vines,
This guy.
who managed to escape. Yep, that guy. I would like to pull out, because I do want to use a bonus action. My flame blade is my bonus action, so I want to jump off the cliff with my flame blade and go right for him.
You want to jump off?
Yes.
Okay. Make a. Oh boy. Make an acrobatics check real quick.
Okay.
If you kill your character by pulling this move, I'm not even gonna be mad, because that is a mad lad way to go.
I'm looking at the amount of because her character size is small as a gnome, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, so it's only a 15-foot drop, but it's on solid ground. So I'm looking at the damage that might happen, and yeah, it's.
I hadn't thought of that. I forgot about the drop. Actually, okay, I take it back. I take it back. I forgot how.
It's him. He's squishy. Land on his shoulders.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
Stomp
if-
him
but
with
if
a
she
springboard.
misses-
It'll break her fall.
If
Yeah,
she
but if
misses,
I
I'll
miss-
catch her. If she misses, I will catch her. As a reaction, I'll catch her.
She's close enough.
Okay.
Well, she is. She's landing towards like the guy that's to my right, technically.
What kind of check is that for you? Anyway,
Probably be a strength check because I'm trying to catch her.
okay.
That's a sleight of
Or-
hand check for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
or I.
So if she
could
misses,
try-
my reaction will be to grab her
I
to
could try and do my spider climb instead. Spider climb down, and then use my bonus action to use my flame blade.
You
Okay,
can't use
so-
it. You would just summon it.
Yeah.
The summoning the blade can be done as a bonus action, I assume, correct?
Yeah.
Well, moving on, if you want to climb down from the cliffs, go ahead and just give me an athletics check just to keep you gripping there.
Okay. Athletics. That's a 20. Okay. Whoa! Jeez.
Ooh, fumble.
You flinging dice around.
Oh, it's a 1.
Oh no!
Just roll for
All right.
damage.
You should have just jumped.
I probably should have tried jumping.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Kanara, how many hit points does Kanara have, out of curiosity?
Current hit points 33.
33. By the way, were you moving down into this space right here, or do you try to go around them, like to one of these?
Wait, hang on. I was trying to. What I was trying to do was slide into the 2 ladies and then have my flame blade so I could be facing the guy right in front of them.
Okay. All right. So, as Kanara goes down, she hand slips. I admire you for being honest about the nat one, by the way, although it is on camera. So she slides down the cliff, falling on top of both ladies, taking 6 hit points of bludgeoning damage herself. And then, let's see, the ladies that she hits take... They both take a few hit points of bludgeoning damage themselves from a unfortunate flying gnome, or falling gnome, as we could say. And, oh gosh, one of them who was already injured is now unconscious at the moment.
Oh God, no!
Here we
And
go.
see, it was I had rolled a 2.
Wait, hold, please. What did I miss? I know she failed, but did she really?
She
did
landed
crush
on
those-
top of the ladies, and she's knocked one of them out.
Good
The
job.
lady that she landed on both, and now she's knocked prone. So when you fall off of something, you land prone. And since she landed on a couple of people, now during combat, I don't usually allow you to. I'm just going to shrink her size just to match Kanara. Usually
Thank
you
you.
can't really occupy the same spot. I allowed these 2 to occupy the same spot because they weren't in combat at the moment. They're supposed to just represent hostages like a swarm. So she landed prone. Landed on top of another lady who also landed prone, and now the other lady is prone but still conscious, basically.
Oh goodness.
This dude in front of us, might I say, is just having the weirdest show of his life. Vines sprout out of the ground, a fireball flings by him, a falling gnome crashes out of the sky and lands on his 2 hostages, and now a giant woman is showing up behind him, wielding just baseball batting people left and right, and he's like, you know what, screw it. I think I will take up drinking at this point. And he's probably ready to
In
just
my
give up
defense,
the gun.
Kanara is laying there, kind of looking up, like, I meant to do. No, I'm not even going to say it. I did not mean to do that. I think it was the drink.
And Shahazar's just kind of gonna laugh if
That's
she
the
can
rest
see
of your
this.
movement at that point, Kanara. It takes
Yeah.
half your movement to stand up, so right now you're currently prone.
I'm not standing up. I'm laying there, kind of like flat on my
Oh,
gut,
gotcha.
like I'm like laying my chin on the ground, staring up, going, "It was the drink's fault."
Goodness.
All right, then. So is there a bonus action that you could do, or?
My bonus action may be standing back up.
Okay, well, that's movement instead of an action.
Yeah,
Macross
so
have to
no,
move.
I
Your
don't really
movement fell
have.
off, though.
My bonus action, the only one I would have is my flame blade, but I'm not really in a position where I can get that out. So
Yeah, especially
no, I don't have a
since you're on
bonus.
top of 2 hostages at the moment, one of which is currently
Exactly.
knocked out. Okay,
So
we'll move on down.
I'ma just lay there until my next turn.
It is now Malthera's turn over here.
Let me double check my movement.
If you use Firebolt again, you're still within range.
And I was saying, even though I have the range, I should probably move, within a freaking country mile of anyone else who's still conscious.
Seems wise.
Since you saw me just take out both of the bandits that were in front of you.
How do I check my movement?
You normally have, it's your walking. up
I have
towards the
30
top.
feet of walk.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna do a completely hilariously out of characterly quick little sprint over to Shahazar.
Okay, so a nice little sprint over to Shahazar. So 2, 3, 4, 5. You got. So you want to move right here or right here, Mother?
The right square.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And did you say you have an action? So that was your movement, or rather, what did you say your action was?
Let me double check something. That hostage would be in the line of fire if I did that. Because Malthera does not take well to people attacking innocents. Okay, so I think we're gonna see if I can successfully use Scorching Ray.
Okay. So that requires a ranged spell attack. 3 of which. So you get 3 of those, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Make a ranged spell attack for each ray, and then each target takes 2d6 of fire damage if I hit. So, let's see. 1. Okay, so I've got an 11.
Right.
So
Oh, sorry, a
total.
17.
Okay. So
A
that first one
26.
hits.
Oh, you got a nat 20!
Nice.
Oh, nice.
2 hit, and one of them a nat 20. Now roll for the third one.
And
A
a
dirty
dirty
20.
20.
Nice.
Okay, so all 3 hits. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll for damage now. Is that 2d6 for? Are you aiming for the same guy or 2 different people?
So because it's... Hold on. Let me double check the description.
I think you can pick up to 3 targets,
Yeah.
but you can
at
do
one
like a
or
split
several.
one. Yeah, so if you wanted to
How-
do
how
like
many
2 on
baddies are
1
left?
and
Because it has a 120-foot range also.
well, you've got the
According
2
to-
that are in front of us, and then I think
How
there's
far away
one.
is the other guy?
He's
There's
about
one
10 feet.
guy alive, right?
Well, there's 2 in front of you, Malthera. One who's right in front of Shahazar, as you can see, and then there's one right in front of you. If you want me to back out and just show you the whole map at the moment, there's one guy up here in the top who's still alive. There's one lady over here who's still alive, who's kind of got a civilian on the ground, kind of subdued at the moment. And then
Okay.
there's these 2, the one who's right in front of you, Malthera, and one who's restrained currently in front of Shahazar.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is 1 hit for each still conscious baddie that is near a hostage. So the 2 close to me and the 1 hanging out on top of a knocked out hostage.
Okay. The one who's restrained, I would have let you roll an advantage because he's restrained, but still. So go ahead and roll for damage for each.
Okay. I already did 1 roll and that got a 3. Just my luck.
The first one was a 3. The second one?
And then a 6.
6.
And another 6.
And another 6. Okay, so 6, 6, and 3 for different people, correct?
Yes.
For this one, and this one. Noted. Do you have a bonus action, perchance?
No. I just throw fire at my problem.
I
Okay,
just throw fire at my problem. Sounds
gotcha.
alright.
So after Malthera's turn, it's actually the bandit's turn now, and I'm also going to include this civilian lady at the moment. She's going to use her movement to now stand up, probably wondering what the heck fell out of the sky, and see you scream and just kind of take her action is just going to be the disengage action, and she is running off in this direction, wondering what the heck just happened. This guy right here, he's got a few different targets. So I'll say 1, 2, 3. He's going to go for Malthera, the person who just barely hit him with the... He's going to hit the person who... What is it called? Just barely hit him with the hardest attack. And he gets... Swing at you with his scimitar, hitting for 11 hit points. Oh, sorry, 12 hit points. Or sorry, 12. Does he hit? What is your AC?
My armor is 13.
Okay, so 12. So you just barely managed to dodge out of the way of that one. He does not hit you.
Benefits of bikini armor, you have more movement.
The guy who's right next to Shahazar is going to try to attempt to break out of the vines real quick. So his strength check, he definitely does not pass. 2. And this guy over here, he's going to run over and attack Raylin. And she is the next closest target. He hits for... Okay, that is a dirty 21. He definitely hits with his big ol' club in hand. You also notice that this is actually a great club he's holding. So it's a giant club that he's got.
It's gonna hurt.
I mean, you took 2 people down, so he's like, hey, big stick. Mine's bigger. Swings it at you, dealing a total of...
Hit my boy.
Is also 1d8, just making sure. He also hits for 1d8 bludgeoning damage. And it is now... Yes, and this girl over here, seeing that there's somebody hiding up in here, she actually did...
How many hit points did she decrease?
8 hit points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
So Raylin took 8 hit points of bludgeoning damage, just to reiterate.
Please
And
tell me you're not
finally-
super squishy and you're not down.
I have 44 max, if that helps.
Oh, bet.
Gotcha. And finally, the lady over here shot her crossbow at Myra, who's up on the cliff, and she rolled for a 14. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So she hits you for 14 hit points, or she has a 14, hitting you for, oh gosh, another 8. 9 hit points of piercing damage with that crossbow.
All right.
All right. And with that, it is their turn is over, and it is now Myra's turn, who's up on the cliff just getting shot at.
Okay, wait.
Get him back.
Who the heck shot at me?
This lady up here.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot back at her with my short bow.
Okay.
Okay. Which...
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. 11.
11. That does hit, actually.
Oh, yay!
Oh, yay!
Okay,
Nice.
1d6
Hits are
plus
good.
1. That is 4 points of damage.
Okay. And do you have another attack?
I only have 1 attack.
All right, then do you have a bonus action you can do?
I mean, I could try to hide, but it doesn't. I mean, I'm already up on a cliff, so can I can I move behind that tree that's in front of me, or no?
You can take so hiding behind objects like this tree right here.
Yeah, like
or
hide
this
behind
one
a
back
line of sight. The first
here?
one.
Oh, the tree is actually below you, so
Oh, okay.
the tree is
I
actually
didn't know
lower
how
than
tall
you.
it was. I thought maybe it
I
might cover
apologize.
me.
That's a good question. But yeah, hiding behind objects will increase your AC, depending on how much cover you provide. Half cover increases your AC by 2 or 3. 3/4 cover increases it by 5. So it's good to hide behind cover if you think you're getting shot at, in this case.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I did not know that. But sure. Can I
You
hide behind the
learn
tree
something.
behind me?
Yeah, you can you can use your movement to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You won't get a really clear shot. The angle of this thing, since it's a 15-foot drop, she's over here. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna say that there's a bit of a rise, but that's about maybe a 4th cover, just her legs. So she'll probably be able to hit at you. You should probably be able to shoot at her, no problem.
Okay. I will
Moving
do
up
that.
down the chain is now Rylin's turn.
So being hit by the big boy with his big old club's gonna take 2 attacks to him. Also a little bit miffed that apparently one of the others that were supposed to help fell upon one of the civilians, but has no time to deal with that, has to deal with this problem. So, 2 attacks on him with the quarterstaff. 21 for the first one. 14 for the second one. Did they both hit?
First, so there's a 14 and I didn't hear the second number. What was that one more time?
21 and 14.
Okay, yeah, they both hit.
Am I too quiet?
And roll for damage then.
Alright. Alright, so again, 5 and a 10. So it's 15 total.
Describe this little finishing move you pull on him.
Okay. So I'm just glowering at this guy because he was the first one to actually get a hit on me, and I was already having a bad day as it is because of the freaking heat. So I also just whack him silly up on the head with my staff until he's pretty much seeing stars. And as soon as his head is just like circling around, just being all dopey, I just lightly push him with my staff, like, night night.
Gotcha. Nice. All right then. And then, did you have a bonus action you want to do?
The only bonus action I have is, let's see. I suppose I could use my hunter's mark. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, can I... Does talking consider as a bonus action?
Talking? No, talking doesn't include any actions, but you got to be able to fit whatever you want to say into about 6 seconds. A sentence or two is fine. Speech, maybe not so much.
Yeah, so I yell to the gnome that I see, Kanara, yeah? Said, I thought you were here to help, not hurt the civilians.
Burn.
All right, so here for only a few minutes, and we're talking smack already.
I don't know them.
You're talking
so.
awfully bold for somebody in turn distance.
And then, can I see the map again? Alright, so I still have some movement. Or no, does moving consider an action?
Movement is just by itself.
Alright.
You haven't moved this round, so you can move.
Well, seeing as there's 2 fighting the other 2,
There's one lady over
bandit?
here with
Yeah,
a
that's
crossbow that
her.
you see, and then there's these 2.
We got those.
Yeah, I'm actually going to... Actually, if I were to stay there and use my longbow, would I still be able to hit her, even with the cart somewhat in the way?
I mean, it's not really in the way. You can... I assume that you're standing at an angle where you can actually see around it. So yeah, you should be perfectly fine. Both of you are in good distance.
Alright, so...
If it was like right here, then you'd have a problem.
Yeah. The range says 150 to 600, so if it's below
You're-
150, does that put me at a disadvantage? Or is it
No,
just
it just
immediate?
means that 150 you can hit normally. Like anything within 150, you're guaranteed to hit it, assuming the attack roll is okay. But above that means that you'd have to do a different type of roll just to see if you can actually make the attack roll. So you technically roll twice in those cases,
Okay,
saying
okay.
the maximum range versus the regular range.
Right, well, I'll stay where I'm at for now, then. I end my turn.
And then moving on down, it's Shahazar's turn. Shahazar, what would you like to do?
So the guy in front of me is actually restrained, so I'd have advantage when I try to hit him.
Correct.
Perfect. So we're gonna go for him because Malthera seems to have gotten the guy beside me.
Right.
So we're gonna
Here's
roll. That's a 9 to hit, but I get advantage, so we're gonna roll again. Ooh, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Definitely hit.
Okay,
and roll
that's
for damage.
attack 1.
All right.
That's 6 points of damage to him.
Okay. Now you are adding on the extra damage that barbarians get to do when they're in the rage state, right?
No.
Go ahead and let me know what the damage is after adding on the total damage. So the strength modifier.
Oh, I
Yeah,
get
the
plus
roll
2,
itself.
so it's gonna be 8 for this first attack.
All right, perfect. So that's first attack, and then you have a second attack you can do as your action.
Oh yes, and I still get advantage because it's the same guy.
All right.
So that is a 13 to hit, or a 22? Yeah, 22.
Okay. Now go ahead and roll for damage.
So that's another 8.
8. Alrighty. And
So I think
Okay.
that's 16 in total.
how would you finish this guy off? How do you think Balzar would do it?
She's again playing whack-a-mole, and she's just pummeling this guy to the ground with both hits,
Gotcha.
smashing him, so she can get through him. And because this other guy is right beside her, she's going to do her bonus action to hit him, because I'm still in that rage, that frenzied
Mhm.
rage.
So you could do another attack as a bonus action.
Yes. So that is a 25 to hit.
Nice. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's another 8 damage to him.
Okay, 8 damage to him. All right, and yeah, he's looking pretty bent up, but he can go for a couple more strikes. At this point, yeah, as a review, he had vines come out of the ground that he had to cut out. He had flames thrown at him. He had a short person fall from the sky onto two ladies that he was threatening, while a teenage angsty was next to him trying to throw fists and missing. Now, Flaming Woman and Giant just approached and tried attacking him, and at this point he's probably just thinking, I found God, I want to let go of this type of lifestyle.
Also, yes, Panda, you can go over 20, because you can roll up to a 20, but with modifiers you can get over a 20.
Yeah, so as we said at the beginning, remember those skills that everybody has that I listed out? They're little modifiers, as they're called, that just show you what you're good at. So the better you are at something, the higher those modifiers are. So even though there are only 20 numbers on the 20-sided die, as you might expect, the modifiers can actually put you higher than that.
It's also possible for your modifiers to be negative. So
Yes.
Yes,
if
that
you're
is true, if
really,
you have
really
negative
stupid and you do an intelligence check and you get like a 15, but you have a -3 on intelligence because you traded your ability to tie your own shoes for more strength points,
Your
you can
character's
end up
parents
actually
really
having a 12 in total instead of the 15 that you rolled.
Yes.
Basically.
I totally didn't steal that example from any webcomics that anyone might have heard of.
No problem. I mean,
Beautiful.
trading tying your shoelaces for a bit of extra strength is honestly like saying, hey, sometimes some people want to tie a belt around their waist because they believe it makes them stronger. Some people tie it around their neck to prevent any air from reaching that little cavity that's supposed to hold a brain.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Right
Now
then.
that it's the end of Shahazar's turn,
Alrighty then.
it is actually Kanara's turn, who's
Oh, God.
still on top of this.
Yep.
This passed out.
Kanara will have heard Raylene and look very, very sheepish and kind of look down at this person she's on top of, and she is just going to go like, "Oh, can't believe!" Like she's just totally just, I cannot believe I did this, and she is going to actually cast Cure Wounds, the 3rd level, just because that's how, totally like, oh, I need to fix this right now.
Okay. And do you have to roll for that, or is it? Oh yeah, roll for how much hit points you restore for her.
Yep. So it's. I only have one of these, so I'm going to roll it 3 times, and then it's +3. So
No
1,
problem.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11.
And to explain what happens when somebody, either an NPC or a player, gets knocked unconscious, they're at a standpoint where they have what's called 0 hit points. If you restore any hit points to them, they wake back up. Otherwise, you just have to stabilize them so they don't die, which is something else entirely that just requires a d20 roll. Anyway, if they're still knocked unconscious and you don't have a way of healing them, they'll just wake up on their own a few hours later. So this lady is now up, just probably groggy, like, is that who threw a rock at me?
Not a rock. A
She's
gnome.
fine.
So Kanara, do you have a
thing.
bonus action you can do?
I'm a rock gnome, so
Exactly.
same diff. So what did you say, Ycey?
Do you have a bonus action?
I do. I have my bonus action. I want to draw my flame blade at least. I don't know that I can attack yet, but I mean, if I can attack, I'm gonna be happy if I can do that with my bonus action. But if my bonus action is just drawing it out and getting ready, because I know I'm gonna be right in front of this person who is about to drop on his knees and pray to whatever God is listening, I want to be ready for it. So
At this point, yeah. So yeah, you've now got your flame blade ready, and just in time. It is speaking of flaming, it is now Malthera's turn. The flames.
It's funny
Speaking
you
of
say that
flaming.
because I was actually planning on stabbing this guy.
Do it.
Kill him.
Because I do have daggers that you
would need to
they,
roll,
they
like,
might be a
max
little
damage, I
bit
think,
thirsty.
to
They
kill
haven't done anything in a while. But
Off you
this
go,
guy's
then.
so close to me.
He's also weakened, so you
Yes.
got that going for you.
Do I actually hit him?
What'd you roll?
18.
Definitely hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Max damage.
Oh,
Max damage!
I need you to cheer me on more often, Joe.
Shot calling.
Good job.
So,
4 points of
how do
damage.
you want to finish this guy off? So,
Yes. Let's go.
So, I'm gonna be a real theater kid bitch about this real quick.
Do it.
So I'm gonna just lean in like I'm about to try to seduce him, and I'm gonna be like, "You think it's fun to pick on people weaker than you? Pull out the knife. So do I." And slash his throat.
Oh, Shahrazar's gonna reach over and just offer her hand in a high five.
Jeez.
Lady and the kid watching are probably just like, are we being rescued or is this just under new management?
The true question.
Kanara is also going to put up a hand and realize, oh, I'm not making this, and she's just going to be like, I'm go big or go home, and she's just going to kind of jump up and like high five whatever she can reach on Malthera.
We're leaning in the
Still got
background
one
thinking,
more
"You're
Maddie over
another
here,
cut,
by the
another
way.
piece."
If you want to do some movement, Malthera.
Can we? We can
I
see that,
think-
Maddie, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know this. Well, I think that from this perspective, the little covered wagon here might be blocking yours and Shahrazar's, but you no doubt hear some movement going around. So you know that somebody's around here.
I think I'm gonna move 3 squares to the left.
Okay.
And instead of moving any closer or anything, I'm just gonna try to make line of sight with her and go, "All your friends are either dead or unconscious. You sure you want to keep going?"
Okay. And with that, it's actually her turn now. So, hearing that, she's just going to look at you with the most deathly glare, and probably with one middle finger raised right at the crosshairs on her crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
You probably
She
should have
hesitates.
paid attention to that crossbow because suddenly the string snaps on it. Not one.
Oh!
And she pulls out her scimitar instead, jumps over 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hi.
She's got 2 scimitars. And she's going to strike at you one time with her, here we go, bonus action. Is 14 again.
It's too bad I'm only 13 armor class.
Okay, scimitar does... Okay, 1 for damage. So only swipes at you for 2 hit points of slashing damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
And then this guy's actually going to go run over here. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to try to grapple. And
Oh dear Jesus!
he got a nat
That throws
20.
Woo!
That throws my plans off the chance.
Well, I mean, if he succeeds in the grapple, yeah, she got 11. So he actually. So a grapple means that, yeah, they're now technically occupying the same square. They're basically one unit now, but any attacks against her are on advantage. If she attacks anybody else, then it's on disadvantage. At the same time, if he, the person who grappled the target, wants to move anywhere, his movement is cut in half, but he takes that target with her anywhere they go. Anyway,
Nice.
he grabs her and goes, I've got her, get her. He's like, I got her pinned, go get her. He basically got her in a headlock at this point. Wow, kid with the nat 20, holy cow.
Oh.
Prove something.
Goodness.
He did something.
And it is Myra's turn now. So Myra, you are up here behind the tree watching this all transpire.
I'd love to take a shot, but if I do, I might hit him. So that seems ill-advised.
Higher AC.
They are technically one unit now. I mean, honestly, he's behind her with her in like a headlock. So really, the only way you could hit her is with like a nat 1, or hit him with like a nat 1. And you would have it on advantage because he's holding her still.
Oh, all right. Well, let's try and take a shot with the short bow then, and hope that I roll well.
And don't stab right through her and into him.
No,
Yeah,
he
that's
said
not
that
gonna
wouldn't
happen. That's only on a
happen.
nat
He
one.
said that wouldn't happen. So,
Alright.
alright.
Game mechanic.
So, with advantage, rolling 2 dice. One of these has got to work. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. The good thing that was with advantage, because one of those is a 1, but the other is a 5, which plus 1 is 6, so I guess I miss.
Yeah, it hit. As Malthera is having this little confrontation with the bandit, teenager runs up and manages to put her in a headlock. A stray crossbow bolt, a stray arrow flies past both of you. Malthera looks around looking for horseflies, and it is now. Myra, do you have a bonus action that you can do in this turn, or any movement you want to use?
Yeah, I would like to move towards the rest of the party, and is it safer if I climb down? My cliff is shorter, right?
Well, it's shorter right here, so it's about 10 feet. Yeah, you can. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You got a couple more feet movement. You can probably get down there safely. And with
Okay.
that is all your
He's
movement.
quickly
But
going to shout, "Watch that first step!"
It's
Sounds
short
good.
enough for you to do it. Your size compared to the height of the cliff, it's short enough for you to just use your climbing speed without the need of a roll.
Okay.
And it is now Eileen's turn.
You were on timeout, Die.
Okay, so Rylene sees that the other new people have taken out the other bandits, thankfully, on our side, and sees that the last one is being grappled by the boy. Seeing how she doesn't want to risk actually hurting the boy, she's going to take out her crossbow and be at the longbow and be at the ready in case something happens. Should the others not be able to take her out? Should she pull something? Just waiting for a shot, basically.
You're going to ready an action, basically.
Yes, ready in
Hold.
action.
The way you do that in this game is you just say what your action is and what is going to trigger that reaction. So when you ready
Alright.
reaction, it becomes your reaction. You do it outside of your turn. So
Got
what's the action that you're going to do?
I'll fire an arrow at the last bandit. Should she get out of his grapple, or just want to have an opening shot to hit her?
Gotcha. So if she moves on a different square and breaks the grapple.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. And any bonus actions or no? That's it.
No. Leave it at that.
Shahazar. Plenty of
Okay,
time.
so we're gonna do what Bird kind of attempted to do. So she's gonna yell, "Move!" and she is going to leap to bring down her warhammer to attack this bandit lady.
Want to do a running jump?
Well, she's
Over
not really
this-
running. She just has to hop over that cart because I assume that cart's in her way. So she's gonna run, and as she's coming down, bring down her warhammer.
It is. So with an object like this, if it was like the size of a table or a chair or a fence, you probably would be able to step over it and it would just cost some extra movement. With this thing, it's like a bit
But
bigger
she's
than...
7 foot tall.
Okay. So not exactly a high jump, but still a jump. Go ahead and just do a quick acrobat or an athletics check. Shouldn't be too bad.
Athletics is a +6, so we're already rolling pretty. That's a 17.
Yep, so you jump over. Go ahead and roll to attack.
That was a nat 20.
Oh,
+6 is a 26.
Go ahead and for nat 20s, you double your damage. At least in my rulebook.
So that is 2d10
Right?
+3.
And I say my book for people in the chat because there's a few different. There's a lot of DMs
so
out there.
that
for
is 7
homebrews that have different
7
things that always do. For me, it's just double damage.
3. 7 + 3 is 10, plus the additional 2 because she's still in a rage, is 12.
Is there a specific way she finishes this last baddie off? As the teenage guy sees a giant Goliath hopping over that, you really call it hopping. It's more like a long distance jump over, brinking over the cart right here, hammer in hand.
Yeah, she again plays. She's jumping and she's got this two-handed, and she's bringing it over her head. And so as she's jumping, with the force that she's landing, she swings down her warhammer, making sure the kid's out of the way so he doesn't get hit. But she comes down and smacks the bandit lady with a holy thunder. It's like, that's how you do it! And she's
not
like,
just
"Ugh."
shattered.
Yeah, she's just shattered, and she's like talking to this dead corpse, like, yeah, you don't mess with me.
Marlene just
It's
sighs.
just like hands up in the air, like, whew, okay. I almost saw my life flash before my eyes. It was surprisingly brief.
And then she'll turn to the
Teenage
boy
boy
and
has
be
a
like,
deep-ass voice for a teenage boy.
and then
puberty hit him like a truck.
she'll, after
Be
she's done that
different.
and talked to the corpse, she'll look over and be like, are you unharmed? She'll do like a once over, nod at him to see if he's okay.
Just looks up at her and goes, I'm good.
She'll give like a thumbs up and then turn to Melther and be like, hey, hey. Just smile.
All right, and with that, we are now outside of combat.
Woo!
Yes.
Yay, us. We did the thing.
We did the thing.
There we go. All right, so yep, you finish combat. You notice that there were actually a couple of guards that look like they were probably working for the city that are lying on the ground. Two of which are clearly dead, unfortunately. One of them has their helmet clearly bashed in. The other one has a large pool of blood around them. So it's needless to say they are definitely gone. The other two, however, look unconscious but may need some stabilizing. Does anybody want to do a quick medicine check on them, perhaps?
I will.
Okay.
Let's see.
Because if
I
not,
mean, Malthara
Shahrazar
doesn't
will
know
be
anything
carrying-
about medicine, but she can try.
I got a 22.
There's also the dwarf-looking human. He's probably half of one of the two, half dwarf, half human. Grog gets out of his covered chair and goes, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much."
Oh my
Like
lord.
I said, he sounds like he's been screaming into a jar in his downtime. But Grog just kind of comes up to you both and just kind of like with his stubby hands, just grabs each of your hands in both of his, just shakes his hand like gratitude, goes around to each of you.
That's
And-
sweet. Also, I went ahead and rolled for medicine, and Malthara really doesn't know anything about medicine.
Yeah, but
Remember you
Raylene
rolled?
also rolled and got something good, I think.
I got
Yeah.
a 22. She got
Nice.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
I can check
Raylene, you
one
managed
more.
to stabilize one of the guards. The other one, what was your roll?
I got a 4 total.
He's
Can I check
still
up?
out. You're going to have to put both of them in the back of the cart anyway, just until they get back unconscious. But yeah,
And do we have any horses, or is Shahrazar gonna have to pull these bad boys?
they do. I just didn't show them on the actual map.
Okay.
Oh,
Somebody did
darn.
actually manage to come back with the couple of horses that were pulling the carts. You actually noticed that the smaller carts are pulled by 2 large goats, incidentally. And I mean large goats, like Kanara could probably ride on one of them.
Ooh.
Shahzar looks and is like, I could carry these guys. Do we really want to use the cart?
I mean, it's right there.
Grog just says, we have to use the cart. We don't have any guards right now. I know I need to ask this. I don't know any you, but I can pay you if you can get us to the city. If you can get us to the city safely, I can pay you for what you do.
Did you
Basically,
not just see what this hammer could do? And
For
she'll
those
point
in
to
the
the like
chat who,
bloodstains.
who don't speak
Kanara's-
broken English.
Kanara's gonna
Those in the chat
run
who
up
don't
and
speak
do
broken English,
that to
Grog is
see
trying
what this
say-
gnome can do.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are offering to. You're accepting his offer to escort the little caravan to the city of Crossgall.
Yes.
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 Excellent. So in that case, the two guards that you put in the back, somebody is working on them. The blonde lady that Kanara unfortunately landed on seems to know a bit of medicine herself, works with herbs. And after you start traveling, they do actually wake up in time. They need a little bit of time to rest and recuperate before they can get into fighting condition. But up until that, here we go. And if you don't mind me just taking one quick little break, I'll be back in a second. Then
No, I think this is a perfect time for us to take
This-
a quick
this is
little
a
break.
good-
Yeah.
This is a good break time.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
All right, I'm going to put our Be Right Back wallpaper up. And
After these messages. After these messages. After these messages.
Ads.
all right, I'm muting you guys. Enjoy the music, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
we're going back
Yep.
live.
There
Oh,
you
yes.
and you are live. Welcome back.
Spoilers. Just kidding.
Hey.
We are back.
Hello.
Spoiler. Popular show spoiler.
We were talking
Everybody
about
just
Lucifer.
ignore what we've been saying for the last 5 minutes.
Spoiled milk.
Well, we were.
That's why
we were
Kim was deafened.
Yep, no,
Yeah,
I was
Kim
deafened.
so that the stream didn't hear us.
Exactly. So I couldn't hear you, the stream couldn't hear you, which is good because I'm still catching up on Lucifer, so don't spoil me.
Yes, please.
No spoilers
I
were
just-
actually
I
said.
just
Treble
said that I
just said that
cried.
it made her cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yes, it made me cry, but it's fine.
Is Ycey back?
Mhm.
I am.
I see
Yeah.
done been here.
Just checking. Just checking.
Well, so
I
you
didn't,
know.
he didn't say anything. It's just checking. Kind of important.
Well,
Anyway, let's get going.
So as you guys continue on this trail, you notice that, as I said before, the guards seem to be improving a lot more. Things are they're healing up bit by bit here and there. Anything, by the way, you want to do as we travel?
I want to add my help into medicine with their healing because I still feel really bad about my
Everybody's
club.
already. And those people who are you want to see if you can help somebody who's we'll put it this way: the 2 guards that needed a medicine check, they're conscious now. They're just healing up. Did you say you still
Okay.
want to do a medicine check?
Yeah, if I could still like maybe do something that's going to aid in helping them get a little bit quicker healing. I
The
suppose.
best thing that can
if
help
necessary.
is either time or either a time, like a short rest for them, or health potions, really.
Okay. Well, then I guess I won't worry about that. So I'm just going to where are the goats?
Goats? Oh, they're behind. The way it's situated is you got the main covered wagon in front. You got a couple people on the front and a couple people on the back. Then you got the 2 smaller wagons behind them, and then there's one that you didn't really see on the battle map. It's a wagon where people are carried in. That's probably where the guards were. So you can either ride in a wagon or walk alongside it, whichever one you want.
Shahrazar is walking because she's too tall.
I think because I'm so short, I will probably ride in the wagon, trying not to make eye contact with the person that I bludgeoned when I jumped. But every now and then just kind of glancing up like, sorry, and then kind of glancing down and then kind of looking up and go, really sorry. And
Who is driving?
Probably
Me.
Grug.
I was
Probably.
gonna say Malthera is actually going to be sitting in the front of the wagon or driving it because she knows that she has the best long range. So if anything else tries to attack this same poor caravan that we just rescued, she's ready.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was
That's-
gonna say that. Yeah, Myra's probably riding in the back, doing kind of the same. Can I like do a perception check or something? Or
That I would.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna ask the same thing because I'm walking kind of behind, and with my height being 7 feet
Yeah.
tall.
Be a group perception check then. What we're gonna do? So
Yeah,
Okay.
all roll
So
for it.
everybody.
everybody's
All
gonna
roll
roll.
perception.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So in this kind of scenario, chat, everybody either passes or fails, depending on how many people pass in time. So if one person passes but everybody fails, then everybody fails, and
My
vice versa.
passive perception was better than this roll.
Dang it!
Same.
I with my bonus, it's an 11.
5.
6.
Oh,
Riley
we
got a
got an
17.
8.
Mitty, what'd you get?
Riley got a 17.
Oh, good.
So it sounds like Braylon is the only one that might have passed.
And
Maybe Bird
and Kanara, maybe.
and Kanara, yeah, maybe up to Ycey to rule, but most of us got less than a 10. 3 of us got less than a 10.
Oh Lord.
You guys know that it's definitely a nice day outside. There's a cool breeze.
Was it nice? Was it?
Looking at the horizon.
Shahrazar's probably too busy thinking about how she killed single-handedly like 3 of those bandits by playing whack-a-mole So she's too busy. She's too distracted to pay attention to any of the landscape or to look for baddies. She's just reliving her glory days.
Merlin looks at you. Am I a joke to you? Alright, Rylene,
Okay.
Well, at some point during your trip, Grog kind of leans over to. By the way, who's in the covered wagon in the front? You know, is somebody sitting on that? Did you say that somebody was in the front, like Malthera or
Malthera
Rylene?
is.
Yeah, Malthera's sitting in the front because she knows, first of all, she has a dark vision, and second of all, she has those firebolts in case she sees anything coming.
it's daylight.
Right, perfect.
No, I'm
Naturally.
saying just in general. Sometimes caravans take multiple days to get where they're going, man.
So you do. I mean, one thing you also notice in your perception check is that the sun is highest in the sky and past the, I'd say, high point. You know, noon point.
Thanks,
One
Ycey,
point.
for making me sound dumber.
I mean, hey, that's important because what's going to happen next is what Grog tells you. He goes, "Yeah, swamp up ahead. It's going to be a very slow road, but we can get there in time before it gets dark. I may need someone to scout ahead. Anyone want to volunteer?" And translated
Shahazar.
from Green Beach, what he said is, "Can I get a volunteer for somebody who wants to scout ahead?"
Shahazar's gonna raise her hand eagerly. Be like, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it.
Rylene as well would wish to participate.
Shahazar and Malthera?
No,
Malthera's gonna
Rylene.
stick with the cart.
Rylene.
Same.
Aileen, sorry
I
about
think
that.
I think Kanara's probably going to stick with the cart as well.
Yeah, 'cause
Whatever cart. I
Malthera's
think I'm
biggest-
on the cart with all the people.
Yeah,
All right.
because Malthera's biggest concern is going to be the
Then-
hostages, and having Kanara with her will help.
All right, excellent. In that case, so as Shahazar and the settlement, the carts kind of stop just briefly, and you do actually see a couple of guards go off in two different directions. The guards from before. It's been a few hours. They've kind of healed up. They're now in combat-ready condition, you'd say. Two guards are going off in one direction, and then Shahazar and Rylin are going forward, I would imagine. Up ahead, you finally got into the swamp. There is, however, a path through it, but one of you give me a survival check.
What's yours?
Survival, by the way,
+3.
that is what you use for net
I've also
for anything that has to do with the wilds. It can be for hunting, it can be for searching for something, for gathering, or in this case, for navigating, perhaps.
I have +3.
I'll
So-
roll.
All right.
That is a 13.
Right. You do actually see a path that winds through, but it seems to split up at some point. Gets a bit shady up ahead as well. So thankfully the trees will actually hide the shade a bit, but far beyond that, you don't know if it'll continue, if it'll be as smooth as it looks. So are you ready to go back, or do you want to do anything else?
Can we... Shahazar's going to turn to Raylan and tell her, you relay back the message. I'm going to head on further.
I give them somewhat skeptical look. And give me once over, think they should be all right. Then I'll head on back. You be careful, she says to her.
I got my hammer. I'm all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't underestimate anything.
Hazar's going up by herself.
Yes. So she's going to continue forward to keep scouting and try and find the best way.
We'll get back to Raylan in a second. So Shahazar, you continue forward, and as the path continues winding, you eventually get to that shaded spot beyond where you and Raylan could see, and you're now... Do you want to keep traveling until you just get a good path up ahead, or do you want to still be able to see the people behind you, or just be like, no, I'll go until I see that fork that you were talking about, that fork in the road?
Yeah, she's going to go until she probably gets to the fork.
Okay. And the fork in the road, by the way, if you go that far, you won't be able to see the group behind you, but
Okay.
just if that matters.
Yeah.
So as you go up ahead, sure enough, you do see that the trees, the shade, it does cast a bit of a dank shadow on top of everybody. And you're starting to notice that one path seems to be a bit more sure than the other.
Uh-huh.
But give me another survival check yourself. And while you're at it, if you also want to do a perception check, you can. But
Okay,
regarding navigation
well,
checks, survival.
survival 8 is an 11. 11 for survival. And that is a 6 for perception.
Oh,
Well, Shahazar, I can definitely tell you that she can't find anything to kill just yet, and she's probably swinging her hammer anxiously, just looking around. As far as which path to take, they both seem pretty decent in your eyes. There's one to the right and one to the left at the moment. One to your right has a lot more shade, a little less road. One to the left has the exact opposite. Do you want to continue further down one of those roads, or do you want to go back?
She's gonna go back and tell them to tell. She's gonna tell them the left side, the left fork looks safer after the shade. So she's gonna go back to relay that message because she scouted ahead a little bit.
Okay. And you go back ahead, moving back over to Raylene. All right, so you report to Grog, I imagine, and to the rest of your group. Is there anything you want to ask before you venture in? Anything else you want to do, or just kind of continue along with the rest of the trek?
Midi, you're muted.
Ah, frick. Sorry. So that was to me then? I would... Actually, what constitutes as a fiend? Because I have primal awareness.
So a fiend is any kind of demon, devil, which, yeah, there is a distinction between those two. There's a number of different monsters in the D&D Beyond database that are categorized as fiends. Anything listed there. No, tieflings do not count as fiends, to my knowledge.
Alright, this might actually be useless to me because it doesn't really list any of the more common races that might try and jump us, so I'll leave it at that. I'll just guard one of the sides of the caravan as we move along, keeping an eye out for any sudden disturbances.
Case, moving on up ahead. Go. Alright, so the rest of the group moves up ahead and eventually comes in contact with Shahazar, who's now making her way out of the swamp. Grog is actually going to kind of enter the path that's on the swamp and then stop, so that the caravan is kind of in the halfway in the swamp, halfway out. He just says, "What you found?"
And Shahazar's gonna tell him about the shaded part in the road, and then once they get past the shaded part, there's a sure path on the left that's got a little bit more light than the right.
Grog kind of looks at you skeptically because he's, even if he doesn't know everything, he's been around the road a few times. He knows, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Have any of you been in this part of the world? Have any of you been here? You know about this place?"
Can I do a nature check to see if I can offer any insight to this area as far as what may be, and I feel like I would have been in similar areas and might be able to give some idea about what terrain we're in for and any plants and animals.
So you just want to know about, do you want to know about maybe the biology here? Like if there's something hazardous or...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead and give me a nature check.
12... 15.
Okay. You do know that with your knowledge of how the wild works and how to survive in different conditions, you know that swamps are not exactly ideal for warm-blooded beings, especially yourselves, but they are feasible to get through. You do know that there are places with bugs and disease, and if death is there, oftentimes there's more. Oftentimes in this world, in D&D, you know that swamps frequently are the place of a lot of death that goes on. Then Grog, you also notice that some swamps tend to have poisonous pools as well, if you fall into them. So,
okay.
Grog then tells you...
Yep. I was actually going to be like, Mr. Grog, from what I know about swamps, we've got a lot of questionable terrain, There's going to be a lot of bugs, and we're really going to have to make sure we watch a lot of our people, because who knows what kind of poisonous things we might find, but they are going to be there, and probably a lot more.
Good job looking. Now, I know about this swamp is that everything in there wants to kill you, including what's already dead. So, whatever road we pick, we're going to be fighting something. So be ready.
And he actually kind of gets out a little crossbow himself, like he's ready to stop messing around.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
He's actually got a hammer on him too, like he's ready to pick a fight if needs be. Anything else you want to do before you continue?
It's still, you said it's still kind of like the middle of the day right now, right?
It's latter half. The sun is not quite the highest in the sky. It's more past that at this point.
Okay.
Grog imagines that they can probably get through the swamp before it becomes extremely dark.
All right. I'm good then.
Alrighty then.
Has this being on the covered wagons and everything counted as a short rest to restore any of my hit points?
You were traveling on that for about a couple hours, so yeah, if you didn't do anything, go ahead and count it as a long rest or as a short rest.
Okay.
Anything else you wanted to do as your short rest?
Let me do short rest. So take a short rest. How many? Oh, so I have to. How do I figure out what that restores as far as my hit points?
So you know how it says hit die, depending on your level, it'll probably be 4d something or 5d.
It says
something.
1d. It says 1d8 plus 1.
So you didn't increase the amount of hit points. What's your current level at the moment? Is it 4 or 5?
I am level 5.
Okay, so you should have 5d8 and then plus 1. So what you do is during a short rest, you roll one of those d8s and add your Constitution modifier onto it. It then heals that much HP.
Okay, so
I'm gonna do the
1d8.
same.
Okay. And then expended hit dice you can't reuse until the next long rest. After your next long rest, your hit dice replenish, I think, at a limited number per turn. Let me just see right now.
Okay.
I believe they replenish at a rate of like 4 at your guys' level. If you use up basically all four might return, unless it's just 2.
Okay.
You can look into that another time if you need. But how many hit dice are you guys just using, out of curiosity?
I have a total of 5, so I just rolled my 1d8 plus 1, so I restored all. I'm at 32 out of 33, so I've only got 4 left.
I also used
problem.
1 out of 5 for a healing of 6, so I'm up at 30 out of 33.
Okay, and I just remembered the number of hit dice you regain during a long rest is half of the total number of them. So, with a minimum of 1 die at a time. So if you have 4 left, if you used 1, you have 4 left, then you can use another, and then by the time you get to a long rest, at least 2 of them will have replenished by then.
Okay.
All right then. So, anything else you guys want to do during the short rest, or does anybody have spells that they need to prepare, or no?
No, I
It'll
think
say
I'm
if you need to prepare.
good.
Define prepare.
It'll say if you need to prepare them. It just says you need to prepare
Oh.
this.
All right.
If it doesn't say anything like that, then just forget that. All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys continue into the murky swamp. It is dank. Dank as an expired meme. Smelly, wanted, bugs everywhere. Not exactly in the most ideal circumstance. And sure enough, as Rylene had discovered in the past, there are definitely some bugs and other probably diseases in here. Everybody give me a quick Constitution saving throw, real quick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Constitution.
17.
17.
Nat 20 plus my
Nice.
plus 1 Constitution's 21. 21.
16 from Rylene.
5 from Myra.
I got a 4.
And so did I.
Oh no!
So
No, 4 total,
got
Kim.
Malthera and Kanara. You both got a 4 and a 5.
No, Malthera and Myra both got 5s.
Sorry, Myra and Malthera. All right, so a 5. Yeah, the rest of you are kind of embracing it. You're starting to notice that it's nothing too out of the ordinary. You swat bugs all the time. You know not to drink the swamp water. You know not to brush up against certain plants. For Malthera and Myra, starting to feel a little ill, especially in the stomach. And for the next little bit, until you can pass another Constitution saving throw at the given time, or if you have some kind of medicine, you'll be rolling on disadvantage, especially a stomach ache at the moment. So Malthera and Myra at the time. Everybody give me a quick survival check for this next part. Survival just to navigate the swamp. See if we can
7.
survive.
15 for Shahazar.
Then as well.
15 for Kanara.
Not again. 5 again for Myra.
At least I'm not the lowest.
Malthera got a 14.
Okay, so most of you passed. So it was a group effort. So yeah, you all passed in this case, since the majority
Thanks,
did.
guys.
Yay.
Sometimes that's why group rolls are often the best. You never know. So yeah, however, the caravan itself, as you're moving along, you start to hear crinkling wood. Somebody here who's worked with a certain carpenter probably listened to him talk about how dampness can make wood brittle at times. And in a few minutes, you notice one of the wooden wheels on the the covered wagon actually breaks. Grog goes plummeting out of his caravan, a little bit angry as can be, like, "But it's time!" And kicks his covered wagon, just like, "This stupid thing." Calls to somebody over to help him out with putting this wheel on, and then he turns to you all and just says,
"We need to get out of here quick. We're gonna get stuck in the swamp. You guys, go ahead. Make sure that road is clear. We'll get this fixed."
And you can see that somebody is using a particular magic to mend wood, piece by piece on this wheel. So he has an instruction for you guys to go up ahead, up to that little fork in the road, no doubt, to see which road is the best to take.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do beforehand, or just go straight to that fork in the road?
So are they mending it by hand, or what? Magic. Okay, so they're using, I'm assuming, mending.
Right.
Okay, so that wouldn't help if she did it too. So yeah, Shahazar is probably gonna walk around the thing again from her point behind it, and go ahead and scout ahead again.
Myra is going to go with her this time.
You guys arrive at that little. You guys arrive at that fork in the road. I assume Shahazar tells you that as you can see, the right side of the right path, or the path on the right, is mostly shaded by trees. There's a bit more road. The one on the left has not as many trees. It's a little bit more light, a little bit less road though. And she suggested the one on the left. Is that correct?
Yeah. Can I do a perception check now that I'm back here again?
Wait, before you do that though, I don't know if this is the right time to use this, but it's brand new. So may I light my lantern of revealing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Does that help her perception check at all?
What is the effect of the lantern of revealing?
It says shedding bright light in. Oh, sorry. Lantern burns for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light.
So, no, that doesn't really impact the perception check,
okay,
gameplay-wise. But, the sentiment is there.
Okay. Rolling perception.
Okay.
That is...
Shahazar, she wanted to roll again?
Yeah.
Okay, no, she already rolled, so that was her perception check. Sorry about that. Just for gameplay purposes, that's what we do have to go with her first one.
Aww.
Darn, because I just rolled an 18.
So does that mean I roll then?
You can.
I'll let somebody else go just one more time. Myra?
Okay.
All right, so Myra gets there. Probably to
Come on, baby.
cross-reference what you just heard Shahazar say.
Aha! 19.
Nice.
Nice.
Very
Good
nice.
job.
On the right-hand side, yeah, you do notice that it is a lot more shaded, and a lot more crows and carrion are waiting in the trees up there.
Ooh,
Carrion tend to gather around,
dead things.
never mind. You notice that there is a lot of them up there, though, waiting, just perched. So the road on the right is definitely more used, and the road itself is more firm, not likely to get stuck. But at the same time, if you know it's used more often, you just barely came back from a bandit attack, you know that it's, probably used by more than just travelers. On the left, you do notice that the road is a bit less sturdy, but a little less used as well. It may be a slightly longer route. Oh, wait. Sorry, the one on the right is a slightly longer route. The one on the left is definitely a shortcut if all goes well as far as navigation goes. And I can do that for the covered wagon. But if there's anything out there, it might be in fewer amounts.
Okay, left sounds like a winner.
So my initial hunch was correct.
Yes.
Ta-da.
So towards death.
So you report. Then, in that case, you report back to Grog, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, so then, in that case, Grog says "Yep, he's got a." You report back to Grog, but at this point, they're about done with the covered wagon, and they get to that fork in the road. And I'll just see real quick. And one of the guards who's with him just says, "Look, just to make sure, we better go off on this trail just to scout ahead. We don't want anybody else getting in trouble. Grog, you got a crossbow. Are you ready to at least attack?" He's like,
Yeah, get out of here. Just go. Go scout.
"All right, fine."
Quit wasting time. We gotta go.
Two guards go off on the path on the right, and one of them just kind of signals on the left and goes, "You might want to go up ahead just to make sure the path is ready, if that's all right with you guys."
Marlene kind of wants to go with the guards when on the other path just to make sure that they don't get caught unawares.
Okay, no problem. All right, so Rylene is going to the path on the right, and is everybody else going on the left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and if possible, she would like to. Marlene would like to use Pass Without a Trace on me and the guards as well.
Pass without a trait, or pass without a trace. I assume that just increases their stealth, correct?
Yes.
By how much?
By what was it? By 10.
Okay. And excellent. Okay, so it's just the two guards and Rylene going off on the path on the right. And we will be back with them in a second. On the left, Shahazar, Malthera, Myra, and Kanara, you are all going on the left, correct? Just to
Yes.
scout ahead and make sure
Yes.
that there's an...
Yes.
Now, on the left, does somebody want to give me a perception check?
Quick,
do
who
it.
has the best perception?
Hang on, let me check my
What you're
perception.
doing
My
right now
perception
is
is a
you're gonna-
+6, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
you
you.
do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Since
Okay.
the road is a lot more broken up, what you're looking for is essentially ways that you can maybe improve your circumstances, perhaps.
all right, here we
For the
go.
nation that can come in.
8, 9, 14.
Okay, excellent. And yeah, you do see several little ditches where another wheel could get caught, especially in the damp conditions. So I take it you point that out to the group. If you guys want to do a collective nature check on the left, maybe you can patch up some of the road and make sure that it can get through. Or alternatively, if you think it'll save time, you could probably just try to brace your way through that path and get out faster on the other end, since that path is supposed to be the shorter one.
Hey, Shahazar, do you think you could carry it?
You could do a strength check.
Yeah, I mean she's got a +3 to strength, so
You know what? Just for size, I will allow it. Because the way you determine carry capacity and how much you can lift, drag, and push is 30 times your strength level. And if her strength is pretty high, yeah,
I've
she
got a
probably could lift
six.
up the side of
I've
the
got a
cart by herself.
16 for my strength stat.
Excellent. So 16 times 30, she can lift at least 480 pounds just right then and there. So yeah, she could probably go. Oh, and she's a Goliath, so that's actually double that. So she counts as one size larger when determining how much she can carry, lift. So it's at almost 1,000 pounds, 960. So yeah, she can actually pick up that. Yeah. So if you guys
hold,
wanna go
please,
with
that
the
was-
improve the road feature, right? Just
Okay,
go back and
well,
be like,
I'm gonna take that because that was actually an 18. I rolled it, but I didn't roll it in the tray. That was 18 plus 3, so that is
18
a
for what?
21.
I was joking.
18 for what? What are you rolling for?
That was the strength check to carry. Like, she's gonna carry or she's probably gonna carry it with that 21.
We aren't doing the strength check just yet.
Oh,
Cart's
whoops.
not there. Okay. I take it you.
I rolled
okay, so
preemptively,
forget the nature
sorry.
check then. So the group of you go back to the cart, and you tell Grog that left is probably good. Grog says, "All right. In that case, we're going to skip over to the right now. On your way back, because you did actually travel a good distance. You were trying to examine the whole road, by the way, on the left, just to make
Okay.
sure that it could be good. So you are actually a good distance away from the cart.
All right.
That's why I had to clarify the cart's not there.
Oh, okay.
Moving over to Raylin with her 2 guards on the right. Raylin, you said that you wanted to do pass without a trace. Is that correct?
Yes.
In that case, go ahead and do that. And I take it you want to tell the guards what you're doing just so they know. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
good
I
idea.
don't want them being surprised to see the others and the invisible.
In that case, they walk around. Does it make you invisible or just gives you a +10 to your stealth check?
Oh wait, what it does is veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection.
Excellent. So it is +10. All right, so it doesn't make you invisible, just makes you... Anyway.
Yeah.
You continue along the road. Up ahead, the trees actually start to clear, and for some reason, it looks damp and very dark in front of you. The guards kind of look around. They stop. Once the trees clear out, there's still trees here and there, sparse, but it's not so thick to the point where you can't see 10 feet in front of you. And it is just swamp water all around you, surrounding the road. As you look around, you find out, this does not look like the healthiest spot, but the road at least looks firm. There's nothing that needs to be braced. There's no place that it can possibly get stuck, but one of the guards kind of like pokes his spear at the water and goes, I don't like that I can't see beneath that. If something's out there, could come through that.
How deep would we say the water is?
I mean, he could stick his spear in there, so it's probably about a good, at the coast, closest to the road, 2 feet deeper. Imagine maybe give me a perception check, actually.
All right.
Actually, give me an investigation check on this. So those wanting to know the difference between perception and investigation here, perception is just taking in your surroundings, the sight, the smell, the senses. Investigation is trying to come to conclusions with those.
Right, okay.
In this case, you're trying to
Investigation.
determine the depth, something you can't really see.
Got it. Got an 11.
You
I like the
wager it's-
21 first.
you
No, that was
wager
for
it's
perception.
I
You
know.
wager it's just like any other swamp. It's probably enough to, if you duck down, maybe you imagine somebody could hide in it. Maybe it is deeper. You're not for sure, but if it's like any other swamp, yeah, it is possible to hide in there.
I kind of,
Uh,
Rylene wants to go in and kind of just dig her quarterstaff around in it, see if it ends up.
Is she
hitting
gonna go in
anything
the water?
suspicious. She'll try not to. See if she can stretch as far as she can with her staff. If it's,
Oh, okay, so she's just sticking the water in there.
yeah, so just dig it around.
Yeah, one of the guys with his spear, he kind of does the same thing. You do see that a lot of your quarterstaff can disappear as far as you're willing to go in. And we will come back to you in a second, Rylan, because after you dig your staff in the guy's spear, kind of get your staff stuck a little bit.
Oh,
The other guy's got his spear stuck too, just a little bit. The other guy, so one of the guards stuck his spear in, the other did not. Switching back over to the main party, you're about to make your way over. The sun is starting to set a little bit. Not starting to set. It's definitely getting darker, but the sun has not begun to set. What you have seen is for the last time, does somebody, or for one more time, not the last time, does somebody want to give
For
me
the
a
last time.
for one more time on the left side? Does anybody want to give me a perception check one more time? See around you and listen.
I'll give it a shot. See how
Right.
I do on this one, since I've got the highest perception bonus.
Yeah.
I'm still holding on to this 18 for that strength. Oh, that's a 20. That's a
Look
nat
at
20.
that.
Nice.
Plus my 6 bonus, it's a 26, baby.
Okay. And with the also the road is pretty narrow. Are you guys in like single file or just kind of in one big mass?
probably.
Like, in
single
what
file.
order are you guys standing in on your way back to the? In what order are you guys standing in? Do you think?
I figure I'm small enough that I'm probably not in single file. I'm probably able to kind of zip through everybody as I'm kind of checking stuff out.
Who just stays in front on their way back to the covered wagon?
Between Myra and myself, I would probably assume Myra, as Shahazar, a little bit taller, but she's gonna try and make haste because she wants to carry she wants to try and get the caravan through, and knowing how strong she is and how capable she is, she wants to go do it.
Okay.
Malthair is probably more towards the back.
Wait, so Treble, are you going first then, or?
No, but she would be like kind of urging Myra forward as much
All
as
right,
possible.
fine. I'll be first then.
Yeah.
Myra's first.
Yeah.
Okay. So Myra, then Shahazar, and where's Kanara?
You're still with the caravan because we're coming towards each other, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of at the.
Who are you
Like-
next to, Kanara?
One more time.
Who are you next to, Kanara?
Oh, I am. I assumed I was kind of next to Myra, but
Well,
I'm
Myra's
kind of like.
with me.
Oh, so then I guess I'm back at like the
You're
edge.
with the caravan.
Yeah, I'm like at the very edge of the caravan, I guess. So I guess I'm with Grog.
Oh, you didn't go with the group? I thought you were with them.
I
no,
thought
you
I
did.
had.
No, you did because
Okay,
you
yeah,
did the
you are.
perception
Oh.
check. So just
okay,
decide
no
where
problem.
and march it
So-
where
That's
you
what I
want to
The
be.
perception check that you guys rolled, the nat 20, or was it a nat 20? Either way, the 20 something.
It was a nat. It was a nat 20 plus the bonus 6. So I assume I'm at the back.
Regardless,
Okay.
so what's going on is, yeah, you looked around and you do notice that the sun has not yet begun to set, but it is getting there, and the trees are providing a lot of shade, and it seems to be a lot darker than usual. You are also feeling the presence of several eyes watching you. In fact, as you look around, you finally notice that something that has not been taken into account before is that there are now several pairs of eyes around you.
Can I
In
see?
fact,
Can I see this with my lantern? Like, can I see what they are?
yeah, you will in a second.
Okay.
And in fact, as Malthera stares up at the sky, he notices something else rising. Full moon, in fact.
Oh God.
Oh.
And all of you hear several howls.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Myra, I think we're gonna have company.
Yes, I
You already
gathered
have
that.
company.
You have company.
Oh boy.
As you guys are making your way back, eyes quickly come closer. And who is holding the lantern again? Was it Myra?
Yes.
Yes.
Myra, you finally see what they are. Large, jet black werewolves. As you look into their eyes, they are maddening, ravenous, animalistic. Whatever humanity was left in them has all but since snuffed out. It is now time to roll for you guys to roll for perception. Switching over to Raylin in a little bit.
Perception or initiative?
Initiative, thank you. Moving over to Raylin, as she is trying to get her stick out of the mud, quite literally, and some of the spear, she notices that suddenly she pulls the spear out. It's actually got a hand attached to it, a big bony hand, and a couple of skeletons start emerging from the waters with the 2 guards around them. Raylin, go ahead and roll for initiative as well.
Oh boy. Solo
I was
match.
honestly expecting you guys to travel in a group down one of these roads, but
Dang it!
Split
We
the
forgot to
party.
never
Take
split
it.
up.
Never
Don't
split the
you
party.
know that you never split the party?
I
Party.
didn't want to leave the boys alone. I didn't
Why
want to
you
let
do-
them die.
Why you do that?
I deviate.
His
Alright.
character.
Okay.
You might die because you deviated.
All right. Let
I
us
got a
know when you're
15.
ready for our numbers.
I am ready for your numbers. Be sure to say your name and then your number. Sorry.
Okay, Kanara got a 9 initiative.
Gotcha.
Myra
Shaw
got,
has. Oh,
got-
go ahead.
Myra got a 12.
Okay. Let's hope that the bad guys roll low too.
Shahazar got
Hmm?
a 21.
Nice.
Your dice love you, Treble. What gives?
Does she have high dex?
Okay, this dice was blessed by a friend of mine. This was actually a surprise dice. This has a fun story. I can either tell now or tell later.
Let's tell later.
Tell later.
Yeah.
It was a gift from a friend, so I like this dice very much.
Cool.
Yay.
All right then. And so, Raylin, what is your initiative?
I got 15.
And
Okay.
please ask Cassie before she dies.
All right.
You know what? The initiative I rolled might already be dead
Gosh.
by the time I figure out what's going on.
Malthera got a 1.
Well, Farrah got a 1.
Oh,
Good thing it's
okay.
only initiative.
Yep.
Let's do this. I'm ready to die.
And the
Malthera
skeletons
apparently got
and the werewolf-
distracted by the beauty of the full moon.
Definitely.
Yep, Emmy, your werewolves are
Werewolves.
here. Please tell them not to kill us.
Yeah.
Let us kill them first.
Ira, go ahead and roll one more time. You and the werewolves got the same number.
Okay.
Or can you, who has the, I think it's higher, additive goes second?
You both got the same total number.
All right. I'm
But who
rolling.
has the higher modifier?
What I'm saying is your modifier. Oh no!
Because you go by
Whenever-
modifier. If you get the same roll on initiative, you go by modifier. So if, let's say Kim had a +2 and the werewolves had a +3, Kim would be higher in initiative and closer to the top of the round than the bad guys because her roll was closer to,
Though that may vary by DM,
The-
I
the-
imagine.
yeah.
Possibly. Anyway. I'm a
What
rolling
was your
beginner.
modifier?
My modifier is only +1.
Well, that's theirs too. So again, we
Okay.
need to.
Okay,
All
so
right.
yeah, roll again.
Roll again
Both
anyway.
of you roll again. Both of you roll again.
Oh, all right. 8.
As for them, it is 15. Okay.
All right.
Great.
Okay.
Want to
Now,
give me that initiative order?
so we're actually going to do something a little bit different since we've got 2 combat scenarios going. We're going to do Shahazar, Malthera, Myra, Canera, and the werewolves first, and then
Hold,
we'll switch over
please.
to Raylene and the skeletons
One
with their
more
guards.
time.
Trouble likes to write these things down.
So Shahazar, and then who's next in initiative?
Oh, Shahazar, then Malthera,
Uh-huh.
and the werewolves,
Uh-huh.
and Myra,
Uh-huh.
followed by
Canara.
Canara.
All right.
And
Right.
I can always just tell you whose turn it is as well. But yeah, that's good that you know. So
And then what's the other initiative order?
Raylene, followed by the skeletons, and then the 2 guards that are with her.
Oof.
Woofda.
You got this,
Alright.
Mitty. It's fine.
My time has come.
All right, so
You
I
got this, Mitty.
I posted the 2 initiative orders in chat for us, so we can
Yeah.
remember. And I made sure to space it out.
Yay.
Excellent. All right then. And in that
Alright.
case, let me just go over to the. Here we go. Counter. All right. So now it is. We're starting with Shahazar.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Alrighty. So I'm gonna rate.
Shahazar?
I'm gonna. Yeah.
You should also mention that out of all the 3 of these, you notice that this one right here is the biggest looking one out of all of them.
Gimme.
Shahazar,
Yes.
just so you know, you can't play whack-a-mole with these. You have to play whack-a-wolf.
Ah.
Oh, that was
Okay.
terrible, and yet I still laughed.
So
Make me root for the
flying
werewolves.
into a frenzied
Wah,
rage.
wah.
Flying into a frenzied rage, because that'll be my bonus action for my action. So that's mark off my rage, because I did not take any rest. And then we're gonna whack twice with a hammer on this wolf, the big one. She's gonna rush for him
All right.
in her rage.
Yeah, you got enough time to move. You said that you are raging, so that's a bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. And yes,
It's a frenzied rage, so I'll have my 3rd attack technically on my next turn, I guess.
So rage is a bonus action, so I do allow bonus actions to go before the action, so you'd get 2 attacks instead of 3, because the third attack.
That's what I figured. Like the bonus action is
Yeah,
the rage,
you
and
can
then
do
on
2
my
attacks.
next turn, I'll be able to do the 3rd action or the 3rd attack.
Right. So go ahead and roll to attack then.
First one is a 16.
16. Okay. And
Does that
yep,
hit?
there we go. So you hit. That definitely makes contact.
Am I missing a dice? Or am I just
I ate it.
blind? Cassie, what did I tell you about eating my dice?
We're getting
They're not
good
candy.
luck in the chat.
To wait until after the stream.
Okay,
Exactly.
So, I got that's a 4 total damage.
Yeah, 4
For
total damage.
the first attack.
Right. Then
And second attack.
yeah, go ahead.
It's an 18, then it's a +6 modifier, so it's over a 20.
Nice. You hit.
Okay, perfect. So that's a 24, actually, technically.
Now go ahead and roll for damage.
Why? Another 4. So these dice don't like me. My D20 does. You were the only
I'm
good
so
one.
sorry.
You're going in jail. You know what? You're going in the tube. Hey.
Sound effect behind that. You're going to the tube and then
Yes. Yep, that was perfect. That was perfect.
You're going in the tube.
Okay. So as you strike at this werewolf a couple times, I gotta ask, your weapon isn't silvered, is it?
No, I think it's like wood. Like the only maybe metal would
Regular
probably be
weapon.
on the handle.
I
And
mean,
maybe
you can,
to
in
hold
a
the
previous
block
campaign,
to
you can take it to somebody and say, I need you to silver this for me. Here's 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, no, haven't done that bad boy yet.
As you strike it over and over and over again, the wolf is just not affected by it.
Oh
It looks at you.
no.
Like with a more amused but somewhat angry look in you. And it is now Malthera's turn.
Malthera is, let's see. Malthera's gonna throw a firebolt at the one that's closest to her. The one that almost looks like he's trying to sneak up behind her.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll to attack.
Spells. Firebolt. she's gonna miss spectacularly.
With a nat
Yep.
1.
Oh.
But I have a
Nat
plus
one.
6 modifier. I have a plus 6
Yeah.
modifier, please.
Still a
Unfortunately,
nat 1.
Just like how a nat 20 is a nat 20, you always hit even if the AC outweighs that total number. A nat 1 is still a nat 1. Let me just... And you were aiming at that werewolf, right?
Yeah.
How much damage does that do?
It does 2d10.
10. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, you just took 13 hit points of fire damage.
Oh.
As I said,
God.
spells might be able to backfire and hit themselves. Hit yourself.
Ow.
14 hit points of fire damage for Malthera. I am so sorry. Do you have a bonus action that you can do?
Not
Oh, wait,
as
if
far
you have
as
health
I go.
potions, I do allow...
Wait, I might have health potions.
Okay, I do allow drinking a potion as a bonus action.
I have a potion of healing.
If you want to
Chug
do
it.
that as your bonus action, go ahead and roll 2d4 and add 4 to the number that they roll.
Okay. 2d4. Come on, browser, behave with me. 2d4.
No.
You're not a browser.
I could be if I wanted to.
I
Alright.
could make a joke right here, but
Oh.
I'm too tired.
Okay.
Well, I
They
think
were
the
both
stream was
ones.
almost
The
over
dice
soon.
do not like Malthera today.
They
No, they
never
do
like Malthera. Malthera's life just sucks. Okay, so that's... Yeah. Okay, so 30 minus 12 is what the total for that turn gets to be.
Oof.
What did you roll for healing?
2.
Oh.
And add plus 4 to that, so... Oh, wait, no,
So-
plus 2 to that, so 4?
You sounded
4
so
in total.
sad.
Well, you healed 4 hit points. Don't roll another nat 1.
My
Please.
health goes all the way down
It is
to
now-
20.
It
It is now.
happens.
Oh, it is now the werewolf's turn. Okay, so this first one is going to look at Shahazar with a very salivated look in its eyes, and it's going to bite her
Mm-hmm.
as it attacks. Oh my gosh, 19 plus. I think that hits. What's your AC, Shahazar? What's hers?
That hits.
Okay, never mind then. And also then going to make a second strike with its claws. Gosh. 20. It's, he was
Yes, I do
clearly
12.
the biggest wolf of the group. And, oh boy. Here we go, some melee weapon.
Also,
dealing.
my AC is 12, by the way.
Oh, gotcha. 5. Okay, so that claw attack does 9 hit points of slashing damage, and the bite, I'm going to need you to have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throws, that's a +3. That's a 17.
Okay, perfect. So the bite does a total of 5 hit points of piercing damage, and then the claws do 9 hit points of slashing damage.
I'm in a rage.
Hmm?
I'm in a rage. So I am resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Good
So-
call.
So
You take half.
you take half that total damage. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you take 7 hit points in total.
Okay. I'll take the 7. I won't use my stone's endurance yet.
Smart. Never know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm
so go ahead.
I'm pretty like not squishy.
Yeah, you have taken. You've dealt out the most damage so far, and then this other one behind you. Since oh man, yep, it is going to go for Althera, and is also going to bite her, healing 15 plus 5, so 19 in total, and then claw. Gosh, what's with these high rolls all of a sudden? So I'll let you know the bandits rolled garbage when you guys were fighting them. The werewolves, on the other hand,
Oh no.
I mean, we had somebody roll a nat 1 and snap her crossbow string for you guys. So As I always say, there's balance in everything. For every nat 1, there's a nat 20, and so on and so
Oh,
forth.
no.
Here's the 20.
Oh!
Both of them
dear.
hit. The the bite does 9 hit points of piercing damage. I'm going to need you to also make a Constitution saving throw real quick, Malthera.
Wow.
No, it's not a con check. It's a con save throw. It's the
Wait.
saving throw off in the little small box.
Oh,
Not
okay,
a con
okay.
check.
I might survive after all. Okay.
There you go. Con
Maybe.
save.
I'll just calculate the damage.
It's a 10.
In total, it's 10.
Yeah.
You're feeling something pulsing through your veins, and it's not good, Malthera. It is. You definitely feel an unnatural burning in your blood at the moment. In total, between the claw attack and the piercing damage from the bite, it dealt 17 hit points of damage.
Is Malthera down for the count yet?
That
She
pain.
has 3 health left.
Gosh, I rolled for this next one, and just like a regular predator that goes for the smaller one of the group, this one is going to go up and run for Kanara.
Oh, God.
Someone save.
Okay, this one does not bite you, but it claws at you twice. Was 4. Okay, this first one only does 7, so I'm guessing. What's your AC, Kanara?
My AC is 12.
Okay, yeah, he definitely doesn't hit. You probably, in the panic, you probably saw him. You dodged that first claw mark, like nope, nope, and nope. The second one does 19 plus 3, so that one's definitely going to hit. Dealing a total of 8 hit points of slashing damage. Good gosh, these guys are not messing around today. And it is now Myra's turn. Myra, all 3 of your friends are under attack at the moment.
Cool. Cool.
Cool!
I'm sorry, I'm not there.
Oh, you know
We
what?
haven't even we hadn't even
You know how we
gotten
didn't
to
want
you
this
yet.
campaign to drag on very long? Well, fine.
It's alright. We're good.
It'll be okay. I'll have an extra cup of coffee tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Yeah. We
It's
can't stop in the
11:30.
middle of this.
No,
No.
We have to know whether I die or not.
no, this is
Me.
not one of those internet memes of to be continued. That ain't happening.
No.
No.
All right.
Go!
I'm gonna shoot at the one to my left with my short bow.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. Oh man, that's a 6.
Boy, so the total number?
Yes, that was the total. Yes.
Okay. You say the total number one more time? I think the audio might have cut out for me.
6.
6.
Oh, gotcha.
One
Makes
more
sense.
than 5.
Yep. So do you have a bonus action you could do?
My bonus action was probably gonna be to hide.
Okay.
Can I hide
You're
behind that
not engaged
bush?
in combat, so... Yeah, do you want to go ahead and roll a stealth check?
Okay. Gonna roll a different die for that. You want to behave? Let's see. Well, sorry if I did that. Oh no! I'm good. All good. Okay. Oh good. Okay. All right. I again rolled a 5, but I have +7, so that's 12.
Yes, that does hit.
That.
Wait, sorry, stealth. Why did I think attack? Stealth check. Okay, so you rolled for
I'd
stealth.
rather it hit.
Sorry about that. So
okay.
stealth, excellent. All right, so is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
And the total number was a 12. Now it is Kanara's turn.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Okay.
One second. Can I? Sorry, I'm trying to pull the map back up. No, I guess I can't do that since I'm hidden. So never mind. I'm good.
All right. It is now Kanara's turn.
Okay, Kanara realizes that they are going to need some help with this, so she is going to reach into the bag of tricks
Ooh,
to
okay.
try and pull out something, hopefully, that will help us.
All right, what are you going to pull out?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Please, please,
Oh, wait,
please,
you could
please,
just-
please,
I think you
please,
just roll-
please. I
You
am
just
pulling
roll a
out.
random number, don't you?
I roll a d8, and whatever number I
Right.
land on, that's the animal. So I rolled a 6. We get a giant boar.
Woohoo!
I think
Giant
the cat
boar.
heard my distress.
Oh, I thought
He
that
is
was.
here to comfort me.
I thought that was Bird's cat. I thought that was Claude.
No,
No,
it was
Claude
Teddy
is being
Bear.
surprisingly quiet tonight. Rhesus, on the other hand, is quite upset. I'm not. Don't you start talking now and prove me a liar. Go back to sleep.
I'm holding my pillow in suspense. Love
I
it.
imagine the boar probably
love
has to
this
go right
lore.
here since I don't know where else it can fit. But yeah,
Oh, there we go.
pull out a
It's
boar.
a giant boar.
And I'm going to have his or her initiative be yours. So if you want to have them attack, you can.
Okay, I do want to have them attack the wolf that just tried to turn me into jerky.
Okay. Going to go run down here and gore at this guy. I've got the stats for the giant boar pulled up, and he's actually going to charge. So he got to move at least, I want to say, that wasn't 20 feet, never mind. But he is going to still do his little, let's see, his tusk attack. Okay, tusk. So he's going to try to gore at him with his tusks, and he rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Okay. And 2d6. You know what? I don't think I can roll for damage on this guy because his attacks are also not magic. And they're just slashing damage. So he's goring at this werewolf, and it's not doing very much at the moment.
Okay.
So are there any other turns that you can do? Or
I am going to use my bonus action and pull out, again, my flame blade.
spell slot is that?
Yeah, that's the spell slot. I've got. I'm going to do the level 2 because I've got more. So I'm going to cast my flame blade. So I've got it in my hand. I'm casting the spell so I can continue to. It says I can use the action to make a melee spell attack with the fiery blade. So
go ahead and do that.
Okay. So D20 with a +6. Wait, at higher using a spell. Oh, never mind. I'm good. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Dirty 20.
Nice.
I'm going to do it at the wolf. The boar and I are attacking.
So you let your. So you know what? I will let you. It's a bonus action. So typically, when you light it, that's the bonus action.
Oh.
But, yeah. Then it says you can
Okay.
use your action to make a melee spell attack with the fiery blade.
Okay.
My apologies, but
No. Okay.
alright, so now it is back up at the top of the chain. We've got Shahazar.
Okay. So
Okay.
I didn't do anything. I just pulled it out and it's on fire now, waiting for me to use it. Right. Okay.
Yep, but you can attack next turn with it.
Okay. Maybe I'll do
Um,
an actual 20.
Question for mechanics wise. The longbow that Gerald gave Shahazar now has the thing where she can light it at will. Would that do fire damage as well as piercing?
It could do fire damage, except since it's a longbow, you'd be going off of dexterity, and because you're aiming at a target who is right in front of you, you'd be firing on disadvantage.
Well, what if I aimed at like one of the ones that's a little farther away, like the one in front of Malthera, or the one that's kind of being
You could do that.
attacked by the boar?
You could do that. No, I don't think turning your back to an opponent, mechanic-wise, would give them an advantage, but I think that, yeah, the wolf would actually be able to get some... Oh, if you do roll in that one with the longbow, though, you will hit somebody else, guaranteed. But yeah,
Okay.
along with the piercing damage, it would do a little bit of fire damage.
Okay. Well, that's what we want to do to see if that'll help, because that's all she can think of. Because her hammer didn't seem to do anything.
I will warn you, though, that taking out a weapon and stowing one is one full action. Taking one out is not, but
can she kind of just drop her hammer technically?
Yeah,
And
Okay. If she
Okay,
wants to
so
pick
she-
it up, she sees where it is, so she can just pick it up with a little bit of movement. Like it'll cost movement. However, when she drops it on this turn, she won't be able to pick it up until the next turn.
that's fine.
Okay.
So
Put the longbow then, and just drop the hammer.
So she's gonna do that. And do this longbow, because she can clearly see, I think, she can see around the bush or tree or whatever. Would she have a clear shot at either wolf?
Should be.
Okay. So we're gonna go for the one that's kind of entangled with a boar.
Go tangled with the boar.
You
Yeah,
wanna
that one.
roll crap now?
What'd you roll?
That's a 10.
And your second roll, because it's on Oh wait, no. Sorry, I was aiming for somebody else. That does not hit.
Darn.
And okay, somebody
Wait, I get 2 attacks.
with melee weapons for barbarians.
Wait, no, what? It's 2 attacks per action. Does that not count for long range, really?
Oh, with a longbow, yeah, you should be able to shoot twice.
Because I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah, with a longbow, you should be able to strike twice. I was thinking of your bonus action. I apologize.
Yeah, the bonus action is the melee. I knew that
Go ahead and
much.
just roll to attack.
Okay. So she's gonna. It's a 21.
And
And that
then
is
roll for damage.
1d8.
Oh, the fire damage extra, since you know it's immune to piercing damage, go ahead and just roll an extra 1d4 for the fire damage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll the 1d4. Don't you be a little shit. Any modifiers to it?
Dexterity.
Okay, so the fire damage. I'd also add my dexterity.
Oh, no, not to the fire damage. It's just a straight up 1d4.
Okay, so that's 2.
Okay, so it took 2 hit points of fire damage. It definitely felt that, you know, for certain. It kind of whimpered when it got hit that time. And moving on to
Can I call out? And because she's
you are a
figured
bit
out.
far, but give me a Constitution check just to see how loud you can belt it.
Straight con check is a 19.
Nice. All right, we'll get to that in a little bit.
She's just
Moving on
gonna
to
yell
Malthera.
that. She's gonna yell, "Use magic, not your melee weapons."
And that's true. Shahazar doesn't know that Raylene is also in a bit of a predicament. So Malthera, your turn.
You mean other than crying?
You've got a healing potion, take it.
I
She
did!
did.
Oh, that's right. Oh, right. Never mind. I withdraw my comment. Chat, give Cassie hugs.
We get an F in the chat for Cassie.
Oh my god, I'm not dead yet!
I am not yet
least
dead.
I
I can
finished the
dance. I can sing. I am not yet dead. I can do the Highland fling.
I am not yet dead. No need to go to bed. No need to call the doctor because I'm
Not yet dead.
Anyway, I mean, there's no way I can get a nat 1 on Firebolt twice in a row.
You're fine.
You'll be fine. You got this.
Come on.
Wait,
Please,
how many
dice.
spell slots do I have left? Spell slots.
They literally are giving you Fs in the chat.
Oh yeah.
my
There's
gosh.
Fs
And hugs.
everywhere.
And hugs.
Some of these are former players myself. They're just like, you just had to get Ycey to be your DM. Hey, one of them was actually an even more brutal DM that did something like this to me. So, you know what? I feel your guys' pain to a degree.
I mean, I DM'd Saturday, and I used the big D20, this big blue one that I've been rolling with. It's been so good for my big bad, and yeah, it was hitting real hard.
So I don't know how to check my spell slots.
You just scroll your spells. It'll tell you how many spell slots you have.
Okay. I'm gonna try using Burning Hands.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead and roll to attack.
It
Or
doesn't-
do they have to do a
it doesn't
con
have
save for that?
button. It just says Dex 14 under hit.
Dex
where I would
save.
roll for the other
Oh,
ones.
they have to do a dexterity saving throw. Well, they
have to beat a
are
14.
werewolves, so they are beat a 14. So they're a dexterity modifier. And their saving throws.
You don't roll it, Malthera. They have to roll it.
Yeah, saving throws are something that the NPCs roll. Or in
Okay.
my case, I do it. So the first one. Third one. Okay, 2 of them passed, 1 of them did not.
Wait, can she hit more than one?
Oh, was she just burning
It's
hands?
Self and a cone.
Ah.
So
Wait a minute,
I'm,
where are you aiming at? I forgot to ask that because you're aiming in.
I'm
just
aiming
this
at the
spot?
one that's like on top of me as I'm laying in agony because it just bit and clawed at me.
Okay, let me go ahead and roll for him then, just one more time, and he passed.
No. Go back and apply the one that.
Yeah,
You know,
roll the damage. You still get to damage him,
But it's only like half.
right? But that's still damage, especially against these guys.
13.
Halved.
Yay.
13 and a half, rounded down. That's a 6. So
Yay.
6 hit points of damage against him. Okay, he's taking some hit points. And do you have any bonus actions you can do?
No, I only had the one potion.
Okay, gotcha. And it is now, it is the werewolf's turn. Okay.
Great.
I decided to roll during your guys' turn to speed this up a bit. This one over here that attacks Shahazar, he does strike with both his claw marks. And the damage, oh, dang, I forgot to roll for damage. That was... Okay. We got 2 4s and 2 1s. So it's 2d4 each. So between the 2 hits, it was 16 hit points of slashing damage from both his claw marks. Cut in half. You took 8 hit points of slashing damage. This other guy here, I'm sorry, Malthera, but he actually crit against you on one of those hits.
No!
And the second hit
No!
also, yeah.
Rest in peace, Malthera.
Time for death saves.
In total, he does 23 hit points of slashing damage on Malthera. How many hit points?
Oh my god!
She had 3.
One of those was a crit, so it does double damage, like said. Unfortunately, it applies to both, just like how Nat 1s apply to both.
Oof.
So I take it you are okay. Sorry, Malthera. And as for this one, remind me what your AC was one more time, Kanara.
12.
Dang it. So this one does hit. It was an 11, so I couldn't remember, but 11 plus 4 on top of the attack. So it does hit both of them as well. And in total, son of a gun, what is with me? 16 hit points of slashing damage as well for both attacks.
Oh. So, wait, 16 for both?
No. 16
So-
in total. It hits you twice, as in both total
Oh, okay.
just slashing damage.
Okay, I'm like,
Yeah, I was about to have a heart attack.
Okay, how many hit points do you have left, Kanara?
I've got 8.
Okay. And then, yeah, it is now Kanara's turn. Or sorry, it's Myra's turn.
TPK?
Um,
We haven't even gotten to Middy's encounter.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
no, I'll see if I can save you.
I have like nothing magical. So I feel like I'm
Stay hidden.
I feel like kind of a jerk doing that. Let me think for a second. Let's see. Well, we haven't gotten to Kanara's turn yet, so she could actually, like, pull out a healing potion or something.
Just throw it at Malthera.
I know, I was like, can I just yeet one? No, I don't think it works that way. Like, I
Nah,
physically
she's-
have to go to you.
Yeah.
You
can probably yeet it to Bird. And Bird could apply it.
Yeah, but Bird probably also has her own, is the thing.
Well, I don't have any potions. I do have my staff of healing.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, then, maybe in that case,
But it would be my action, so I'd have to try and use my I would have to try and use it as a bonus action, which I don't think I can do.
Well, we're gonna need, our magical people up, so can I yeet a healing potion at Kanara to give to Malthera?
Here's the thing, she's unconscious, so you can't exactly feed her a potion, because she has to drink it.
Oh.
And I don't think that...
Oh, I thought you could.
No, they have to
People
be
don't
conscious
want
for that.
tea.
That's the same reason why after they stabilized the guards, they had to then wait for them to wake up.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will throw my potion of healing to Kanara and let her decide what to do with it.
Okay, so you throw one out of the bush. You are going to come out of your hiding spot if you throw it, but go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check for throwing it in her direction. It's just out of the if it's outside of the 5-foot range, then I'd have you roll for it. So go ahead and roll for a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that was a 4, but plus floor is 8.
It is now Kanara's turn. I'm going to have her do a sleight of hand check.
Come on,
Okay.
Bird.
15 with my bonus.
Phew.
Without the bonus. With 15 with or without the bonus? The audio cut out.
With the bonus, it's 15.
Just barely. No. It's all good.
Ah!
Potion falls to the ground. Let me just see if it's above 10. It falls to the ground in the bushes, unfortunately, but you didn't hear it crash. So it's probably still intact, but you'll need to take the search action as your action on your turn in order to actually find it in the bushes, because it is still a bit in there.
Good grief.
Yeah, I like the thing in chat. Can we run? Can we disengage and run so we don't avoid like a TPK?
Oh, there's a conscious
It's like somebody has to carry Malthera. If
What's
that's
your
the case.
movement speed?
Mine?
Everybody's movement speed, because you are running from werewolves.
My
40.
30.
movement speed is 25 feet.
30.
40.
Dead.
They move at, you know that they're fast, I'm just going to say.
Okay.
I
so
had the beast up
now-
on.
now it's Shahazar's turn, starting back at the top.
Great.
Wait, it's not my turn? Oh.
You've used your turn to try and
Oh,
catch
right.
the...
Your action was trying to catch the potion. Actually, I'll
Oh.
say that was a reaction. Your action, you still have an action.
Okay, I still have an action.
Mess him up. Or heal Malthera,
No.
one of the two.
I am going to mass cure wounds. I can use a wave of healing energy from a point. It's a 30-foot radius, and I can choose up to 6 creatures. So I am going to choose Malthera, Shahrazar, myself, Myra, and Mabor. And I'm going to heal us all up with whatever I get from these 3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
All right, what is my spell casting? What is my spell casting? Oh, 3d8 plus 3 hit points. So somebody break that down for me. What's that mean?
You roll 3d8 and then add +3.
Okay, thank you.
And
All
that's
right,
what
here
we
we go.
heal.
All right, and this is what everybody's going to heal. So here we go.
Yep.
2, 4, 1.
6.
Wait a minute. Mass Cure Wounds? That's a 5th level spell. How do you have Mass Cure Wounds?
We are 5th level.
I'm a level 5.
You don't get a 5th level spell slot. So 5th level spell slots are different from 5th level. They don't coincide with your level. They coincide with what spell slots you have. So you have 4 1st level spell slots, 3 2nd level, and 2 3rd level at 5th level. You don't get your first 5th level spell slot until, let's see, level 9 from the looks of it. So spell slots are different from your player level. That's just telling you the grade at which the spell is.
Also, if you were using Beyond, it wouldn't let you pick that spell anyway.
Yeah, so you have to wait till level 9 until you finally get your first 5th level spell. So
Is
you
it
have a
not
different
on?
action you could
Are you
use?
using your?
I'm on D&D Beyond. It says Staff of Healing. Staff rare requires attunement by Bard, Cleric, or Druid. And then it shows me how many charges, and Mass Cure Wounds is 5 charges.
How many?
Really?
Really?
Stuff itself.
It might be the staff has that power.
This staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one
it's
or
the
more of its
staff that has
charges.
the charges. Okay. You're using the staff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a...
Okay.
How did you get the Staff of Healing?
I don't know.
So can she still cast?
Does it
Isn't it-
revive me?
We're at
curious.
I don't-
6.
I
with
don't remember
whatever your
giving you a
last-
Staff of Healing at any point.
Maybe I got it in another campaign.
Yeah,
Maybe Epic.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Right,
have
no
played
problem.
like with 2 other DMs, so
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay then.
Yep.
So yeah,
Maybe
go ahead. and
Ariadne
use the
gave
staff
it.
doing it. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead and
so can
cast the... What's the hit points?
All right.
So you were
the
at
hit
6
You were
with
at
the first
6.
2.
Right, it was 6, and
so
then
roll again.
up 12,
Okay.
and then 3 hit points, so 15. Right? Am I doing this math right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
And it's
So
is that for everybody?
Yes.
everybody gets 15.
Okay.
But does it revive me?
It should.
Does heal you, so yes, it does
Yes.
revive you. Once you gain hit
Yeah.
points, you are back and awake.
Revived.
Run!
Does she get to
So-
add all those hit
We
points? and is she
can't
back up to
outrun
those?
them.
No, we can't.
Yeah, here's the thing. I know that we wanted to end the session pretty quick. I do have a... If you want me to end it right here, I can give you a ending based off of some information I have right here.
Wait, is this the good ending or the bad ending?
Does it involve?
Well-
Does it involve the dreaded 3 letters?
TPK.
Not prepay... Well, more or less.
No, we have to keep trying.
No!
Okay,
Then
then.
no!
We'll have to speed these turns up then. So, Shahazar, your turn.
I can only fire with the bow. I don't have anything
ahead and do
else
it.
magical. Like, I'm a
Okay.
barbarian.
Can you throw something at them? Just as a thought.
I have a javelin, but nothing's covered in silver.
Ah.
That's what we've realized that
Hmm.
the issue is. Our characters don't know that, but we
Right.
know that out of character.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna 2 hits with the longbow. 2 attacks with the longbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
So that is an 11 to hit for the first one.
And hit. That hits.
Okay.
The second one.
That is a 19.
19. That also hits.
So both
This one's
hits,
not fair, up.
and that is... I'll roll 2d8, so it's both damage. That was max damage. 2 8s.
Nice.
Plus 4, because it's plus 2 on each attack.
The arrows
so 8
themselves
and
didn't
8.
really do anything, but the
Oh,
D4
That's right,
extra
the
from fire damage.
d4s. I didn't do the D4s. I'm sorry. Ugh, the D4s is really what matters. I'm so sorry. So that's a 3 and a 4.
Yay!
So it's a 7. 7 points of damage for the fire damage, since the piercing does diddly squat. Which I was so upset because I rolled 8s on both of those. That would have been so good. This is the thing with having a barbarian. I can't just whack stuff.
Ugh.
But I'm glad I have that longbow, because otherwise I would be up shit's creek without a paddle.
And do you have a bonus action you can do?
I can melee attack this other one, but it's not going to do anything.
That's if it's the berserker. I think you have to make a melee attack first before you can make one as a bonus action. You've been doing ranged attacks.
No, frenzy doesn't say anything. Frenzy just says as a bonus action I can take a single melee weapon attack.
Oh, nice. Okay, never mind then. And it is not so. Oh yeah, but it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't.
now Malthera's turn.
Has the boar gotten to do anything more?
I
the
did
boar
not.
is
Well,
supposed to-
he can't really do much because his attacks aren't really magic, so he's just kind of there goring at a werewolf that doesn't seem to be paying attention to him.
Oh,
Is the werewolf distracted by him? No.
No, I even roll to see who he attacks, the boar or Kanara, and he keeps going for Kanara.
Okay.
So, Malthera, what would you like to do?
Other than continue crying.
Yes, because we have to move this along because it is almost midnight, and I do have to actually be up early in the morning, as well as 2 other lovely ladies in this chat.
You darn East Coasters.
I know, right?
yeah,
How dare we?
It sucks having to be an adult.
yes.
Yeah.
I have to be an adult in the morning too, but it's only 9 in the evening for me, so it's different.
So burn them up with some magic.
Hurry.
I'm gonna do a firebolt. Does a
Oh.
14 hit?
Roll to attack. What was the number?
14.
14.
Does hit. Roll for damage.
Awesome.
Please, God. Please, dice gods. Oh, 13!
Thank goodness. It does actually hit him. You see, though, that he is still going strong at it, and he whips around, and it's a 19. 20. Okay, never mind. It's with all these. Okay, never mind. There.
No.
Chat.
How
Chat,
much HP do you have?
Start cursing Ycey's dices.
We just have the plot going. We need 20 we need D20s.
Hmm. 28 hit points of slashing damage from both of those.
On who?
On Malthera.
Oh no!
And we will just look this
Oh,
one.
I'm dead again.
Or really change the numbers on when he attacks the boar, when he attacks the. So I roll a die and assign you both a number, and keeps on getting the number for Kanara. I just need to change the number. This one for Kanara. Oh yeah, dang it! So just barely hits, and that also just barely hits. So I guess this one is a little. This one's the nice one of the group. He's lightly smacking you to ribbons. Okay, low number 1. Low number 5.
Must be funny switching from player to DM when sometimes you're really hoping for high rolls as a player and low rolls as a DM.
Oh, how many hit points did you say you have? Because he hit you for 14 slashing damage, Kanara.
Wait, how
Sorry,
much?
16 with plus 2. 16 slashing damage.
All right.
Both his attacks.
Okay, I've got 7 left.
15 plus 1. Okay, so again, both those hit. You need to get some higher AC, Shazar. I'm sorry. And
I'm still.
Wait, so I'm dead again, right?
that is
Yes,
the
you're
second
dead.
Okay.
You're down.
4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. What the?
I'm still in a rage, so
So
I get half of these.
20 slashing damage turns into 10 slashing damage for you, thank goodness.
Mhm.
And now it is on to Kanara's turn. And the boar's turn. The boar's just going to keep
Okay.
going at him, and it's
All right, and
distracting him.
Kanara is going to do her flame sword, which she's still been holding. So here we go. Wait, hang on. Let me double check
You got
it.
this. You got this.
Where's my flame? Flame sword, flame sword, flame sword, flame sword. Okay, it's +6.
Okay, so you get to attack with it.
Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
That hits.
Yes!
Damage him.
All right. What is this? 3d6, okay. All right.
Is it called Flame Blade, the spell you're using?
Flame Blade, yeah. Whoop. All right, 3d6, here we go. Please, dice gods. 6, 12, 16.
Total?
Yeah, he is looking like a scorched puppy, but you'd reckon that even though he's seen better days, the one that you struck in front of you, between a boar and him, he's still going pretty strong.
Dang! Bad puppy.
They have a good amount of HP from what I remember, but not as much as like a golem or whatever.
Gorgon?
A Gorgon, yeah.
He's
The
more-
Gorgon had the Gorgon had 114 hit points.
Oh, it's alright. It's your turn again.
Oh, lovely. We're gonna keep going with that.
Wait, did I get a
long
turn
bow.
that round?
Oh yeah, Myra.
Myra, yes, I apologize. I went straight to Kanara. Myra, what would you like to do for this turn?
I'm thinking. Probably something incredibly stupid. What would happen if, with the bush that I'm standing in front of, I'm still holding the Lantern of Revealing? Let's see. I don't know whether I should chuck it at one of them to try and hurt them, or chuck it at the bush so it goes on fire and see if that distracts them long enough so I can run away. And try to get, like, not, like, leaving you guys, but, like, trying to go get help, see if anybody at the caravan or whatever has silver.
Leaving that engagement after an action would provoke an opportunity attack, meaning
Yes.
the
She's
wolf
not.
could freeze
She's
on
not
you.
currently engaged with anything though.
Nara? Oh, Kyra, that's right.
Myra. Myra's
Myra.
not engaged with anything. She's been hiding.
Myra's hiding.
Malthera dead again?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. I hate how I
took
asked that.
28
If she's dead
damage when I
again.
only had 16 health.
Down with the Kanasi. Can we get a third?
So in that case, if I'm hidden and then I'm running away, do they still get attack of opportunity or no?
No, because you're not even
Nope, you would
engaged
just
with
run away.
anything.
Okay.
You would just be able to run away and see if you could get help.
Okay.
Frog better have some silver arrows.
I'm just.
Or be able to dip your stuff in silver.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make a run for it and see if I can get back to the caravan to get help.
Okay. So you're just gonna run. Oh, probably down the road, I imagine.
Yes.
Because you can use your movement and then use the dash action to get further movement.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah,
Yes.
her action is the dash, so she doubles her speed. Okay. Yeah, so you dash away and leave your friends to the wolves. Quite literally.
Literally.
Look, I don't have anything magical anyway, guys. This is the best I can do.
I mean, the only reason Shahazar has anything magical is because of Geralt giving
Right.
her the incantation on the bow.
Sorry.
So-
guys.
so do I-
Now it is Shahazar's
So
turn.
so I have to wait to my next turn to like talk to somebody, right?
Myra? Yeah,
Yes.
you got a bit of a distance to cover. I kind of sped up the searching process along the road,
Okay.
so you got a bit of a distance to run. Maybe might be able to outrun them.
But they didn't notice she left.
Yeah, but
so.
they're not chasing me.
I mean, they clearly occupied with other people.
So they
So
didn't notice she left.
Right. So
they're
how
not gonna
far
chase
is it?
her.
I probably should have asked before running off. How far is it back
We'll
to
get
the
to
caravan?
that in a second, Myra. We need to continue on with these
Off you
turns.
go.
Hazar?
Yep. First one is a 19 without any modifiers. So you're looking at a 24.
A 24. Okay, yep. Hits.
And then a 15 for the second one.
These are melee attacks.
This is the longbow, because it's got to have the fire damage.
Okay, so roll the d4 then for the fire damage, because you know that the regular
They
arrows
both hit.
Okay.
Did they both hit the 15 as well?
They both.
Okay. That was max damage on both, so 8 whole points. She's still going to aim for that one that's a little farther away.
This one, right?
Yes, because I think I get disadvantage at close range because he's right up on me.
Okay.
So she's not going to hit him till she can get farther away. So yeah,
Alright.
8 points of fire damage to him.
Nice. Yep. Still barely holding on there, but
Barely
right, so
holding on is good.
emphasis on holding on over barely. So now it is nope, it is the werewolf's turn.
Oh god.
1, 2, 3 for the
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm trying to help.
he's they're both going to take down the person who's clearly the strongest in the group. So he's 11, you said, or no, 12, right?
12. 12 is AC. So anything higher than a 12.
16, 17, 2. Gosh. Okay, so
I'm getting my D12 ready.
I'm just going to use the electronic dice for this one, just because just so I don't have to roll it as many times. So each one of these, I'll just total these up for the first wolf.
Oh, that's right, because I'm going to have both of them attack me. Because, you know, I love getting, like, double teamed by wolves.
12, and another nat 20. Okay, where's the nat ones? Where'd they go?
I
Okay.
think I took them all earlier.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Malthera literally ate them.
Oh, jeez. In total, just
We
use the
told-
electronic dice. 4, 6, 8. So on top of that. Okay. 36 divided by 2. 18 hit points of slashing damage in total. Okay.
Stone's endurance.
Smart move. And the final one is going to go for Kanara.
That is the D12.
Correct.
So
18.
that's -6. So 18 minus 6 gives me 12 that I have to subtract.
Okay, so 18 minus 12. So in total, you only took 18 minus 12.
No, 18 minus 6.
Oh,
Gives
18
me
minus 6,
12.
right. 18 minus 6.
So I take 12 points of damage.
Right. 12 points of slashing damage. Okay, not that bad. And this other one here, take 10 points of slashing damage from this guy. His rolls were actually surprisingly low. Oh, goodness. Nara?
Okay. 10?
Yeah.
Sorry. I am... Gotta start doing some death saves.
You only had... Oh, that's right. Malthera, give us a death saving throw real quick, because I forgot on your turn you do need to roll one now.
What's a
Kanara, you
D20,
do-
dear?
Throws? It's just a d20?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a D20. That's a success. You need 3 successes to get back up.
You got this.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, 3
So I got a
successes means that you're
16.
stable. You're still unconscious, but yeah.
But you're
Alrighty.
alive.
You don't get to do it again.
Yeah, don't wait for it.
No,
It's just
I
once.
thought you
You gotta
said
wait for your
3.
next turn.
Each
And
turn.
Okay.
Myra, are you going to take the dash action, get back to the caravan?
Yes.
I can't
Okay.
believe I got a nat 20 and it doesn't count because I was too early.
I apologize.
We'll apply it to your next turn.
If Ycey
then-
plays that way.
Sometimes, if we're trying to speed
Li-
things up.
Little
Okay.
mercy.
Anyway.
Shahazar, your turn.
Wait, do I make it back to the caravan?
You still got a ways to go.
Dang it! Sorry, guys.
All
Didn't realize
right.
it was that far away.
All right, that's an 8 for the first one,
First one.
and an 18 for the second.
They both hit. Who are you aiming at, by chance?
The 8 hit.
Oh, an 8 does not hit. I apologize. Think of damage.
So it's just one that does damage.
Okay. 1d4.
Still that longer range one, because I would have disadvantage at the other 2, because they're right up on me.
Hmm.
That's 3 points of damage to him.
-3. Right, good to know. And Myra? Oh wait, no, werewolves before Myra. Malthera, go ahead and make a death saving throw. You as well, Kanara.
Okay.
It's just a d20.
Gonna roll for the wolves.
Get higher than a 10.
10.
Malthera has her first fail.
Dang it. But Kanara, you succeeded, 10?
I got a 10, yeah.
Okay, thank goodness.
I got it too.
19. Hey, one of these didn't hit. Yay, finally. And okay, so 3 of these hit. And 2. Oh yeah, and the third one. Let me just see if he, because his passive perception for these wolves was actually 14, so the 12 stealth check meant that they were aware that you were here, but this guy is a closer target and a heftier one, so he might actually turn around and go after this guy, but they're also, oh no, he's going to go after Shahazar because she's doing the most damage to him. The boar is not. And they tend to go for pack mentality to keep each other alive, so whoever's doing the actual damage here, they will go for them. So, oh gosh. Again. 12. And 17. Okay. This is going to be an interesting amount of dice to roll.
That's
Mhm.
never a good thing
Like
to
how
hear.
you said
Wolf.
that.
2 wolves.
Last time we're
And
like,
3 wolves.
we love Ycey. He's so amazing. Now we're like, what the hell?
Time to spin the. I thought you guys
Not
would go together.
Icy, it's Icy's dice.
Time to spin the dice. I'm spinning currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 dice at the moment because one of them did not hit out of the 3. Total number beeth. It's the 2. Okay, 2, 4, 6. So that.
Oh wait, I may still be in this because I'm still in a rage, so all this is
True.
halved.
Yep, and I've been having them each time. Cut in half.
And the
That
funny
is
thing is, if we're
21
still
hit points of
dealing
damage.
with all of this, poor Mitty hasn't gotten to do anything.
I
Fine. This is all my
So
fault.
cut in half. Hit for 42 hit points of slashing damage, but cut in half 21.
I'm dead.
Oh,
I had 18 hit points.
Gosh. Okay. Myra,
how much the
You are
heck
running
further do
as
I
you
have
run
to
away.
go?
as you run away, you hear the sound of wolves and a very squealing boar behind you. Oh,
Oh.
gosh.
The chat is saying like
Can't say,
Lie
exactly,
about
Jack.
the
Can't say I
rolls.
don't lie about these dice. Jeez.
No,
Yeah,
seriously
Rano's
though,
correct,
how
because-
how far away is the caravan, and am I gonna make
If you
it this
dashed
turn?
two
Or
more times, you could. If you dashed 2 more times, you could make it. But at the same time
But
that all
for-
this was happening, I think we might have to end the session here because at the same time that this was happening, another fight was going off on a different part of the woods. And let me just show you or a different part of the swamp.
Okay, well, let me tell you what I'm gonna do then. Because we may as well go out in a literal blaze of glory, right, girls?
Yeah, we may as well. Let's do it.
Okay, can you gloss over this a little bit that I make it back to them in one turn?
Ira makes it back, you mean?
Yes. Not to the caravan. I run back to my friends because I hear them all dying.
You wanna? I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
So you go back to face the wolves, is what you're saying. Okay.
I go back to face the wolves.
I wish we had some epic music playing, like the trumpet in the background, like
Hold on,
Last Stand
let
music.
me see if I can go ahead and track and see if we get something more dramatic. Hold on.
And what do you want to do for this turn then?
Hold on, wait. Music, hold on. Come on, one of you's got to be dramatic.
Oh,
Now it's giving me all the soft, quiet music. Come on.
No, this
Really?
is not a soft, quiet moment. Seriously.
All right, that one will have to do. Okay.
I'm gonna start
Okay.
rapping here.
So, Myra runs back to the wolves and, sees her friends, all dead everywhere. Holds up the lantern of revealing and hurls it at the nearest bush, screaming at the top of her lungs, "This is for my friends, you bitches!"
Go ahead and you're not. That's an improvised weapon, so yeah. Are you throwing it at one of the wolves, or you set it at a bush?
I'm kind of throwing it right in the middle.
Tree.
Set it
I was
up.
gonna say that dead tree there.
Yeah,
is
the
probably
dead
gonna
tree,
be
the dead
most
tree.
Flammable.
Do know that it is a swamp and everything is damp, by the way.
I do, but what the heck else am I gonna do?
We're kind of out of options
Yeah.
here, Ycey. You've killed us, sir.
May as
How
well
do
go
you
out
feel?
dramatically. Do I roll anything
Or
for
if
that,
you
or does
have
it just
it's
not
kind of
count?
Rules
fire
every
damage.
time.
What was that, Icy?
Maybe if you threw the lantern, it might do some extra fire damage similar to, or hit him with the lantern. Could probably break it open and do some fire damage, perhaps.
Sure.
Throw it at one of their faces.
Yeah, sure.
For
I
the face.
go
Throw it
for
in the
the
big
nearest
one's
one's, or the biggest one. I'll throw it at his face.
Go ahead and roll to attack. This time, don't add your proficiency bonus since this is an improvised weapon.
Okay, so
But
just a straight.
just a strength. Add your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on.
The one where Ycey kills the girls.
Yeah, but the good thing is we're doing one shots, not a campaign. So
Exactly.
We
Kind
don't
of
have-
like campaign rules with the
On the
stuff.
bright side, at least the fate of the world doesn't depend on it. It's fun to. I always tell people to get the full D&D experience, you do need to get nat 1s and nat 20s, and you do need to fail at times. But
Yeah.
make sure to fill out a one-off campaign, not the giant drawn-out
Right.
campaigns
Exactly.
like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right. So
I'll laugh that
that
after
was a 6 + 2 is 8.
There's 8. 8 does not hit.
Okay.
So you chuck the lantern that goes right by him. You're probably stricken with grief. You just said, "This is for my friends!" And so there's 2 targets. Let me just see who they go for. Of course, they go for the one who threw the fire. And one of them goes for the boar, thank goodness. And the other
Okay.
goes for Myra as well. Big one of the group. First slap attack. Oh, he's actually going to bite from the looks of it. And that one deals 5 hit points of piercing damage. Do a Constitution saving throw real quick, Myra.
Okay.
And I think that one definitely hits. And the other guy.
14.
Well, and remind me one more time what your AC is.
12.
Okay, that one also hits, just barely. It was a 12. And last one.
I goes to the roller.
Okay, so 12. You succeeded. You could feel the burning in your veins, but managed to just barely hold it off by the skin of your teeth.
And what was the piercing damage?
The piercing damage was 5 from this first wolf, the big guy.
Okay.
And then he went around and did Get 8 hit points of slashing damage against you. This other guy behind you is just going to do 2 strikes of slashing as well.
Don't throw your dice, Ycey. That's not nice.
Between his 2 attacks, in
Not
total, they
nicely,
did 19 hit
Ycey.
points of slashing. I'm guessing you're dead. This guy did 19 hit points of slashing damage.
That last one, I have 1 hit point left.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, you went out like a... You went out in an epic blaze of glory.
Woohoo! That's all I wanted.
TPK.
Yeah, leave the noobs die.
You know what?
And off the distance,
If
they hear a
we
swinging
died
door
to
that
these,
turns into dinner.
oh my god, if we died to these werewolves, like I can't imagine how Mitty would be like, how Mitty would fare on her own with these 2 like human guards.
Right.
I
Or
have
that
a
if
plan.
Mitty had been with us, I don't know that we still would have survived.
Yeah,
No,
no.
that's-
We
were
had
gonna take down
nothing
one.
silver, and we didn't have enough magic, so.
Right,
Yeah.
I don't have magic either.
Yep,
Unless
she was a
my arrows
ranger.
count.
We
Wait.
only had 2 spellcasters, so
Yep.
Icy, you threw martial could not hit with martial melee weapons at a party of very heavily armed
My DM
melee
just-
fighters.
So here's the thing, my DM actually threw 4 of these at me one time, and she just put in the chat, "I feel you, hun." I'm like, "Feel you, hun?"
Wow.
Do
Okay,
you?
so-
Do
I
you
just
really?
say, yeah.
And we will say,
Do
guys,
you
this
really
is a
want
one shot, so
birds,
yes,
maybe?
in this line they've
Do the
died,
rule of
quote
isekai
unquote,
where-
but they're gonna be back for the same thing.
Yes,
They'll
we,
just
we
be
will
back
not
in.
be
Do the
re-rolling
rules.
characters because these
It's
are
not a
one-shots.
campaign.
Yep.
This is the 80s equivalent of everybody's going to wake up and it was all a
Yes.
terrible fever dream brought about by too much drinking.
Exactly.
We did talk about how they woke up wondering where their money was and why they're in a field in somebody else's clothes, so maybe that was just a fever dream of
There
drinking.
you go. See?
So,
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
the girls got
Brandon-
attacked by werewolves, one of them torn apart by skeletons, and then they wake up in a
Hey.
field like, oh, it was just a bad dream, guys.
And
I didn't have my
Th-
shot yet.
Isn't
I
that
wasn't
weird?
eating them.
thank you, Brandon, for super chatting $5.
Thank you, Brandon.
Brandon
Very
says,
nice.
with all this talk of fire, I'm shocked y'all didn't start a forest fire. Lol.
It's a swamp.
It was
That's
all
very
damp.
true.
It's
Yeah,
all too damp,
damp.
to start a forest
Yeah,
fire.
too damp.
Unfortunate. If only it was a forest.
Only you.
So, what do you girls think? Should we call it there?
Yes,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think so.
Well,
Wow.
we assume that Raylene probably didn't fare too well against the others, and we shall meet again when we're not in a fever dream.
And I will say this much. I don't know about the rest of you girls. Honestly, Icy, despite your dice hating us, I would still love it if you came back.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just
All the fake crying aside, I actually still
Yeah,
had a lot of fun, even though I
I-
spent it half
Icy,
unconscious.
Icy, just personal request. No more werewolves.
No more undead. Okay, no vampires, no werewolves.
No more undead.
Vampires
No
are
more,
fine.
Keep it
no
at
more
bandits.
werewolves. No, hit points,
Dang.
double digits only.
I
I
Okay,
will say
okay.
this, though.
They were
Bob
double
did
digits
mention
because
that
I
he
actually
wanted
looked up the werewolf. The werewolf is 58 hit points. I actually looked it up
Fine.
because I have
Nothing
I
over
have the
50.
5e tools saved on my browser extension, so I knew they at least had 58 hit points. And I was like, "There's no way. There's no way." With the fact that I was only doing d4s of damage
Yeah.
at a time, and I was like, "Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way. There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way we were doing this." So I was like, "Well, this is fine." And
That's okay. I mean,
Like,
I
it
don't
could
know
have been
about the
worse.
rest of you, but like that was me and Bird's first TPK, right?
It was.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Oh, yeah,
was,
that-
it was
that's my
mine
first-
too.
that was mine as well. Yeah.
Like I've
There we
had
go.
my character die before, but I've never had a TPK happen.
Yes, I've had a character die, but never a total party kill.
Well, there
No.
we go. We all had a new experience tonight, and we did it
No,
together.
here's
Technically, I'm not
and
even
here's
dead.
and here's the thing. When we come back, We'll have all of our usual stuff because this was all a dream.
This is all a fever dream.
Anyway, you were saying, Ycey?
Shahazar's still gonna go back to Gerald and have a happy ending.
There you go.
Oh my
You were
gosh.
saying-
Well, hey,
Hey.
you guys have a great night and sweet
See you.
dreams, everybody. I'm gonna go head out. Wow, thank you for treating this as a good TPK. Just treating it well. You were able to laugh through it. Well done.
Yes.
I know some that probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have done something like that.
Well, I mean,
So-
I think it makes a difference also doing it in front of an audience. Like, what's the point of us freaking out in front of them? Like, that doesn't make it fun for anybody, so you just gotta
No,
laugh.
it really.
Don't give away the secrets.
Well, have a good night,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you,
Or technically,
Icy.
good morning for
Good
some of you.
And
Thank you,
Thank you, Icy.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Brandon, for the super chat. And I did link my Discord earlier if you want to come hang out and have some fun in my server and talk about mean dice. But we are still all very glad you're here. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Make sure to subscribe to everybody linked in the video description below. And I don't know quite when our next game will be, but keep an eye on my community page and our various Twitters for that information. And let's see. And on my channel, there will be a brand new audio posted on Sunday. So, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. So have a good night, have a good rest of your week, stay safe. When it's appropriate, still wear your mask, especially if you're not vaccinated. Do go get vaccinated. And anybody else got anything they want to say?
Nope, just good night. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are very tired. Good night,
Yes.
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
I won't deviate from the team next time.
Yes, don't do